I'm down! Get him!
No one cares what I'm
Get him!
doing.
Get him! Get him! That's me, you idiots! That's me! Episode 2 of the Starfinder campaign. This is going to be an ongoing campaign. So far, we're going to be looking at bi-weekly uploads on this one. Enjoy. Dean, I appreciate that. Yes.
If there are more than 94 docking bays on this thing, Jesus Christ.
There are not more than 94 docking bays in this, but you're in the docking bay. There is only one. Large.
We're the 94th Mercenary Squad.
Is it working?
Yes, you're working absolutely fine. So yeah, so drone corpses littering the area. The hangar bay is as it was when you arrived. Big, expansive. No ships docked. All vessels that could have left have left, and there are some smaller, kind of like shuttle-esque, maybe exterior maintenance vessels, automated drones, that sort of stuff are in the hangar, but that's it.
Okay.
The hangar bay doors are now shut, aren't they?
The hangar bay doors to get out are now closed. They shut.
I have a question. Can I take some of the like broken drone parts for later?
Sure. Just add MISC broken drone parts.
They might
Thank you.
actually be useful.
I was
depending on
about
what's
to.
in them.
Yeah, I was about to ask the fact that they were potentially firing weapons at us.
They were firing
What were they wielding?
amped up maintenance lasers.
Oh,
Amped up maintenance lasers.
Do they have batteries?
They do have battery cells, which can be used in conventional weaponry.
Well, those are getting robbed.
So, amongst the corpses, you pretty much are able to pull effectively like 5 cells.
Stefan looks around while he's salvaging through all the droids and looking. Are the maintenance lasers able to be revived, or are they just completely fucked? Basically?
No, they literally they were designed for like small scale cutting metal, that type of thing, and the AI has like overwritten all the safety procedures to allow them to use them as weaponry, and they are burnt out to fuck.
after a little bit of battle experience, I actually realized that I do more damage unarmed than I do having this weapon at the point. So I'm going to take my weapon off.
Okay, so you're just gonna go with being just go with being unarmed.
Yep. Well, yeah, with my claws.
All right.
I'm going to approach Safi. And
But your
I'll
claws aren't
say-
unarmed, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what I mean is, I don't think the thing that Pete was telling you about applies to your claws.
No,
Wait.
it applies to heavy armor.
Oh, it's heavy armor. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm wearing
Yeah,
heavy
but
armor.
Isn't it when you're unarmed using heavy armor?
Yes.
I am unarmed.
Yeah, so claws are a natural weapon, right?
No. So basically, D will start punching with his armor, and he'll do more damage.
Okay, I got you. So it's not right. So Dean, it's not slashing damage; it's bludgeoning damage. That's basically what you have to remember.
Oh wait, so do I
Yeah,
do
you're
less
punching.
damage? than
No.
before?
No, you do more damage, but it's because it's not like cosmetically. I'm sure Jake doesn't mind it being with your claws or whatever. But what I mean is the ability is you're basically using your armor as knuckle dusters.
Oh, cool. That's
or a
fine.
gauntlet.
Yeah, or a gauntlet or whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to approach Safi and state, I noticed in that encounter you didn't really have anything to defend yourself with.
What do you mean? I have drawn. It works just fine.
Yes, but you don't. So I'm going to pull out my
Well-
blaster and I'm going to hand it to him.
I say to Press, why are you trying to make the maintenance guy fight?
I'm not trying to
What
make
do you
him
mean? I can fight. It's not so bad.
If he needs to defend himself, he needs something to defend himself with.
Yeah,
I've
that's
got my
fair enough.
rifle,
All right, sounds great. I'm not going to complain. That's not a problem.
but I will want that
What
back.
is it?
I want to take a moment to say that Addie is talking to
yes,
Ghost
back,
right now. She's
back,
like mumbling to herself
whatever.
and giggling quietly.
Okay, it's an azimuth blaster.
Oh, it isn't. That's a mess.
I like how you sound disappointed out of game.
It's just oh damn it. But it's 80 feet, which is cool. Does it have a battery cell already in it, Pete? Or
Yes.
not? Okay.
No, I was going to give you an unloaded gun.
Could you imagine if you took the battery out first before you have to buy this DLC? This gun was given to you by EA.
And how many batteries did we collect? Were you about to
5.
say 5? Okay, so let me pull these down. In my stuff.
A little bit late for the sound, but I'm gonna play it anyway.
E E E E E.
I think they're a bulk of hell. We'll answer that later. That's fine. That's
So
fine.
Iliad turns to Price as well. So what happened with your sniper rifle earlier?
What do you mean?
Or did you have some kind of special battery that you bought back on the port before I got revived?
No. The contemplative. Your name. What's his name?
Black silver.
My name is Black Silver.
Yes. Black Silver did something to my rifle that seemed to supercharge it.
You know
But-
he's watching you, right?
I'm gonna turn to Black Silver and go, what actually did you do to my rifle?
I powered it up with magic. The spell is called Supercharge Weapon.
Well, it was very effective when the shot landed.
By the way, Alan, when you speak telepathically, do you just automatically speak to the group or only to who asked you the question?
Anyone within 30 feet of me.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to assume I was in on what you just said. So yeah, cool.
Alright, well, most of these drones are completely useless. It's kind of strange. They've burnt out most of the weaponry. It's all been repurposed mining lasers. Oh, that's really annoying.
This was a research station, not a battle station.
I'm aware. I'm surprised it's even able to get this far. It takes a lot to try and get these droids to be able to be lethal this way.
Question: how well do you know this facility?
Oh, like the back of my hand. It's like been around. I know every door and cranny, most of this place, apart from wherever this thing came from. He motions towards Black Silver.
I try to address both Black Silver and Staffy and say, do you happen to know how we can get access to the data on what was researched here?
Oh, no, looks like you and Black Silver have same idea.
Do you have access to a service map?
I'm gonna say, what's the most dangerous thing we could possibly face in this place?
I don't exactly know, but
I thought you said you knew this place.
Jake,
Yep, what was
is there a computer terminal nearby?
that? The hangar bay does have computer terminals towards the back, mostly used for logging in and out of freight and various other bits and pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to one. I'm very leery of connecting up at the moment. If there's a rogue AI hacking everything,
Makes sense.
so I am going to attempt to locate a service map of the station.
can I not just already have one on my custom rig?
Okay, so your custom rig will have a maintenance map, and Alan, you managed to pull up a schematic, like a standard. If you were going to be on the coming into the station from the outside, they'd give you this here is this location, here is where you go to eat, here's where you go to sleep, that kind of thing.
So it's not even going to have my cocoon in it, really.
No, that's an area just marked storage.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
on Daryl's map, it's just marked storage.
I will download that onto my comm unit.
Mm-hmm.
So he flips up the little display on his custom rig and turns to Iliad, and he's just like, look, I have this. This is what I've normally been using to move around, and if we know exactly where we could go to be able to find data that potentially uncorrupted. Black Silver was speaking about black box on top floor of the station.
Top floor.
Yes,
Indeed.
however, it would be very difficult.
It may be the only piece of data that is still untouched by the AI.
Speaking
I'm
of that
guessing it's not
AI,
safe to take the elevator then.
Every single door has been locked, and if it can control the elevator itself, then it could send us wherever it wants us to die.
speaking of that AI, we might actually need to disable it.
I don't know if we have the capacity here. I mean, I can try if you find me any sort of central
Make
part
a
where
make
it's
it make a
held.
computer check. Daryl.
Who?
All right, yeah, sure. I'll definitely.
Jake, can I see like this place? If I look outside, can I
Fuck's
see
sakes.
this
Well,
place at the
do
top of the facility?
plus my computer.
Okay, so from where you are right now, you can't see outside, but when you were coming in on the ship, so this station is not massive. It is not a super massive station. It is not um, it's not a major hub. This is a black site research center. It's small. It's supposed to be small. It's half built into this like hollowed out asteroid.
Gotcha.
It's only got about maybe at a guess from the outside, 10 floors. And the docking is not even the last floor. The last two floors are maintenance and septic. So
Well,
you're already on floor 3, so you've only got like 7 floors above you.
should we go down the floors and sweep those and see what we can find before going back up?
I hate to break it to you,
Yes,
but you'd find mostly methane gas and more bots.
That sounds like a challenge.
Sounds
I
like
think
fighting in the bowels of hell for no reason.
the
Yeah.
reason I believe we need to disable the AI is, well, the hangar bay doors have been shut, most likely by the AI. If we try to overwrite that, there's a chance, I assume, that the AI will just lock it down again.
That
We
is
should have enough time to
entirely
potentially
accurate.
get out, but
I mean,
You could
if
you could try and fight the AI all day long if you wanted to try and open those doors and just run.
If we disable the AI, there's nothing to say that the doors won't remain closed, and we'd have to find some other way of getting out anyway.
No, if so, with the AI disabled, you would be able to open the doors as you have like a tech with you that would just be able to open them using manual override. But the AI is countering what your actions would be. So if you were to manually override the doors to open, like try and deactivate them, it would then have the ability to try and fight back to regain control of the doors to close them again.
Also,
So
disabling the AI would take out the bots, and we
So-
basically disable all enemy combatants.
So Daryl, with that 11 on the computer check, you know that there are only pretty much three things to do with this AI that you really know about. Firstly, it is entirely contained. So this station is not connected to the outside world through automatic means. The whole point of these black sites is they're built so that they can't be people on computers on the inside can't connect to the outside without physically doing something.
okay.
It's like cold storage. There's like a physical element that stops it being hackable.
Okay.
And very difficult to do, and also the AI have to find wherever this would be to even get out of the station onto the network.
Mhm.
Secondly, clearly it's an aggressive AI, but you have no idea how intelligent, how powerful, or what it wants. And thirdly, if you could get close enough to the upper part of the upper parts of the system, you could theoretically code something that would be able to fight it digitally.
Is there any way of establishing a communication with the artificial intelligence?
Depends how you want to go about it. But effectively, you could craft a virus. It would be a check. It would be a particularly high check, and it would effectively neutralize the AI.
Before we look at destroying this thing, perhaps we should actually think about talking to it.
Haven't
And-
even spoken about this.
No, I'm just saying.
So given what you know the station was based on, this is not a rogue like home security device. This is a fully functioning sentient AI that has been created and gone mad or got angry. One of the two.
Okay. Alan has also overheard this conversation. Is he able to make a better roll than me?
Am I able to make a better roll?
Do you have computer?
Yes.
I can try. Also, I have computers.
Okay, so everybody has
ready to
computer.
go.
Feel free to make a roll, and then
It's not my best.
Tried best.
I got a 14.
total.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at Alan with a 15.
I rolled a 21 total.
Okay, so the crazy mystic
Addy knows.
Addy knows that pretty much everything I told you is correct, and that there is also most likely a dead switch somewhere with close to central command that would effectively shut down the network, isolating the AI wherever it happens to be at the time. Again, would require a lot of work to. It's not a literal dead switch. It's not. There's not a button on the wall that says "Don't press this." There is a console that is set up to be used by a technician to neutralize the network in the event of a rogue AI. Why it didn't happen, who knows? But it's there, and it's going to be up close towards the administrative complex, which is at the top of the station.
If I recall, the logs that I managed to get last session state that the team that created this thing left in the middle of the night, didn't tell anyone.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of dead bodies on the way inside.
Well, a lot of people decided to leave the station before we got to that point, so...
Don't worry too much. I'm a very efficient hacker.
So after like looking
very
over all
look
the
like it.
things, everyone will hear Addie's voice in her head, and she'll be like, "We can kill it."
What did you say, Safi?
I said you didn't look like a great hacker.
Yeah, I use my hands. And my claws. And my teeth.
He's being literal.
Yes.
Wait,
Well,
Addy,
if you
how
can
we
take
kill it?
4,000 volts to
Everybody,
the face...
everybody heard in their minds Addy speaking, saying that that you guys can kill this AI.
Yeah, I just responded. I just said, Addy,
Okay.
how can we kill it?
AI like this usually have some form of a dead switch. It would be close to like the command room, and I mean it's not like a literal button that we push, but there is a way to kill it, and it should be fairly easy for someone who's good with computers.
So it sounds like many of here would be able to potentially do such a thing. I mean, if honestly, Black Silver, Big Brain was hooked into the actual computers via himself, so maybe, I don't know.
I'ma call him BS.
He is.
Exactly.
Then, should we head straight to command and see if we can find access to this dead switch?
Well, it's not exactly that easy. Every single one of these doors has to be hacked manually to get through. We can't just walk there.
Jake, can I say something, Joey? Do you remember when you let me describe the kill last session, and I said my flame thing, my supernova, melted the door out? Can we say that?
Yes, we can say
allows us to get through the first door?
happens to allow you to get to the first door. So,
Yay!
based on the maintenance schematic that Safi has, the fastest way to get up to the administrative center would be to use the service tunnels. So, not taking the doors, not taking the corridors, but actually taking the maintenance tunnels designed for drones, because they don't have any lock mechanisms in between areas. They're designed to be a chute. You could theoretically, you could go maybe 2 abreast at best. So, for just for an example, if you're looking at this map here on the table, this is ventilation maps. So these are vents, not doors. So this is where drones would enter rooms.
Okay. So we could use the ventilation system.
You could theoretically use the ventilation system. You may end up, if the AI knows where you are, it may try to do things like cut off the air supply and like screw with you, depending on how it's feeling. But it could also do that in the corridors. So it's there's more. It depends how claustrophobic you want to be.
So
Take
we
it-
can
If
make
we
a
go through the
beeline
door
for
that
this dead switch.
if we go through the door that I melted, at least there's like an some air that can get through. Oh no, wait, we're on an asteroid. Are we in spacesuits right now?
No, you are not in EVA suits, and the vehicle has only one EVA suit designed for maintenance
Oh,
on
amazing.
the vessel.
Amazing.
Oh, great.
I'll fight you for it.
Wait, so we're in an oxygenized environment then?
Yes, yes. So the
Oh,
Well, if we
then
weren't,
yeah.
this would be a
if you
very
were, it'd
short
be a very short
campaign.
game. You'd have been dead already.
I was gonna say, Jesus.
Yeah, so you've entered the station itself has its own field of oxygen. The AI could theoretically just suck out all the air, but
Oh, all of it, yeah. True.
it hasn't done it, which means there's probably a
reason for that.
safety stop that's not allowing it to do that.
That's good.
So I don't know how, whether we want to take the tunnels all the way, or whether you want to do the way me and Black Silver came all the way down this, or... I mean, I don't mind slinking through the ventilation. I'm very used to doing that a little bit.
Whatever you guys think
Do
is the
I-
safest way.
Do I get any feelings about better ideas? Is there anything within the connections of the universe that are pushing me one way or another?
Not
The orphan is
particularly.
crying.
Not particularly.
I like
This is not something of like paramount importance. It's not really. It's a grey. It's not throwing up any flags.
If we go through the venting system, I'll go out in front as long as somebody directs us.
Sounds
That way
good.
I
I'll sit behind you and I'll tell you which way to go left and right and all of that. There's no problem.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That
How many
way I
people
can
can
stop anyone from
go-
going behind us.
Jake, did you say in those tunnels 2 people can go in front
Yep.
together?
You can go two abreast.
All right, Dean, I'll buddy up with you at the front.
Okay, so you're taking the tunnels.
Yeah,
All right, sounds good.
Is everyone okay with that?
I'm happy to vote
Yeah.
for that. It depends on what everyone else thinks, though.
Addie's totally fine with that.
All right.
Again,
In a
we're
void-
dying in the ventilation shaft.
All right. So I'm going to need an
You
elected
get behind
an
me, Andy.
elected party roller.
Elected party roller. What kind of roll?
No, this is going to be effectively encounter roll, sort
Oh
of.
God.
Go on,
Iliad.
Firestorm, you do it.
Oh,
Iliad.
all right.
Okay. So first of all, Daryl, do you just want to take a 10 to get into the ventilation shaft and like pry panels and do mechanic crap on the outside
yeah.
first?
Sounds
All right,
fine.
so
I
it takes
can pry panels.
it
with my
takes
face.
it takes about 10 minutes, and you've managed to literally just hack open one of the drone entrances, and you probably can go into these tunnels. The tunnels are pitch black.
I have low light vision.
The coffin brick is behind.
That's a meme.
Oh my
That's a
god,
meme.
Dean! Really?
It's
the
a
minute I just start the description, I have no light vision. That's lovely, Dean.
You
could-
just meme Jake.
Oh god, you can see in grayscale, roughly 5 foot in front of your face. Congratulations.
It's
Yeah.
worth remembering low light vision is the type of vision that you can see by the smallest amount of light, and therefore light sources work twice as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dark vision is the one.
It's the
that
one
you see-
that you see in the dark.
It's
So-
fine. I'm going to duct tape a freaking.
It's
Like-
alright. I'll just
gonna-
let my moat come out.
I've
There
got
you
a
go.
flashlight. I can put a flashlight on my
So
drone
for
and just
anybody who
stuff it.
has not for anybody
God,
for
people
anybody
have torches on their phones
for anybody
these
who
days.
has not witnessed this already, Iliad's character suddenly there appears to be a tiny blue sun floating above him that is illuminating the tunnel.
Awesome.
So these tunnels are designed for drones. They are not designed for people. They are not tall. So any combat you get into, it's going to be half movement, because you're having to crouch, and any reach weapons aren't going to work.
I
You're
can
gonna
grapple.
be stuck in the ceiling, stuck in the wall, stuck in the floor. So you it's a small space. So
I can grapple.
entering the tunnels. So there are 7 floors. There are going to be 7 rolls. Okay.
Yeah.
So just going to make it real simple. D20 rolls.
No pressure, Iliad.
Off your first one. So you guys have entered the tunnels. You're now heading towards the junction to head up onto the next floor.
Jake, can I ask just one question? Is high good for us? Or
Oh,
high
I'm not
bad?
gonna tell you. I'm not
You
gonna tell you.
don't
I'm not
know.
gonna tell you. I'm just gonna let you roll. See what happens.
Oh, great. Okay. A 5.
Well, we're gonna
wait,
find
no,
out.
Three.
now.
I'm lagging.
You
Okay,
good? You
3.
good? 3. Okay, so the first floor is completely uneventful. Nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
You're clambering
That is
through.
good.
There's not even a sound of like anything scuttering around. There's no drones that are active, kind of doing anything that may still be doing station maintenance to keep this thing afloat. Nothing has come past you. Okay.
Cool.
Second roll.
Oh my
Second
god.
roll, same as the first.
Oh Jesus Christ.
That was so close to a problem.
That was literally going to be.
That was
going to
gonna be that was literally about to be this. So there's one of these.
Oh, nice.
What are we looking at?
The most amazing crappiest
4.
rolls
Okay.
ever.
Excellent. So far we are 3 floors up and no encounters with anything. It's just dusty and dirty so far.
Uh-oh.
No.
All right then.
Spaghettios.
Okay, I'm gonna need people here.
Oh shit. Well,
Oh, no.
Okay, there.
Sorry, Jake. Where are we about to go?
This side, and let me just alter the grid real quick.
Get
Look,
behind me.
Alter the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
I don't have a character.
You are the character.
He's a real character. He's
I can't place myself onto the combat mat. Can someone spawn me a beholder, please?
Oh wow, these squares are pretty big.
I just upped the.
I cannot do so, Ladia. We do not have.
What about the?
Somebody being either Jake or Pete.
What did we use last time for you?
Oh,
beholder.
Thanks, Jake.
Anytime, brother.
I love how you're using Bosk.
It's actually boss. This is something else.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so these 2 side squares do not count. You cannot be in them. They are too small.
Sorry, which ones? Which ones?
Oh, I'll move forward.
This is a 2 square corridor.
So it's like here.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Let me
It's
put
like
myself at
this
the
and
front
this.
with
Yeah.
Boba
With
Fett.
Boba Fett. I can't believe you're Boba Fett, dude.
What's wrong with Boba?
Okay, so that's everybody, right?
Boba Fett drinking
Yep.
boba tea.
Okay, Price, Eddie, alright, it's all 6 of you. Alright, so
My drone is tiny, so it's fine.
right about here.
Everybody loves some boba.
Okay, so let's start this off with some fun. Alright. So I'm gonna need initiative rolls. So if you want to hit your button.
We don't press anything. I think you just do it, don't you?
No, but everybody's named.
Okay.
I'm named.
Okay,
What name am I?
cool.
I have a name. How do I do it?
Done. Done.
Wait.
Nice. Okay, so
Not named,
Black
but
Silver
okay.
is going first.
I have the best of initiatives.
Where's the enemy's not on there though?
I did not add enemy initiative roll trackers because I am a tit.
Oh my god! Everyone run! It's bin lids, like actual
no.
bin lids.
Oh no, and I have a sword. I'm going to die.
Oh, God.
I'm
Too
just
funny.
gone. Oh, dude, I don't think I'll be able to do anything in this encounter because I'm at the back and there's 2
We can fire. We can fire 3 people.
cover bonuses are going to be insane.
Oh, that'll be alright.
I'll give you a cover bonus. Literally, since I'm sitting in front of you.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I'm just gonna sit in the back because I can't do anything anyway.
Okay, here we go. That did not end well for you guys.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Well, at least we've gone up a few floors before this happened.
Exactly. So yeah. So this is as you round this corner, you hear the sound of drones.
Oh, it's the Matrix. It has you.
Are you kidding me? I went to last.
Hey, I had to reroll because I didn't have stuff. Okay, so these things. So this is how I'm going to start this encounter. So there is an option of this going well, but it's probably not going to. These drones, you hear a kind of like a hover, kind of whooshing sound, and these things appear coming out of one of the side passages.
Right.
Safi, you're up. They appear to have like a spectrum scanners going on.
Can
Oh, so we haven't actually. We're not in combat then right now.
Technically yes, technically no. This is kind of like technically it's your surprise round.
is this a surprise round, Jake, or is this actual turn time?
This actual turn time, so it's now your turn.
Is there a ready action in this game?
Yes.
Yeah, so we can do if this, then.
I'm not so sure you can do that anymore because I remember seeing a feat that you had to take to be able to attack someone with a ready action.
I need to make as much ground as I can to those things, so I need to run.
Well, if I'm up now, then everyone's going to have a go before we get going. So why would we not just? He just talks very quietly, very quick. For 6-second chat, he's just like.
Do you know what they are though? Like, are they actual security drones with real guns on them? Because
I don't know. What does it look like, Jake?
So, like I said, they look like you know what these are. These are because you worked at the station. So these are effectively sentry drones.
Oh shit!
So they are probably one of the only drones in this entire thing that have actual weapons that aren't bootleg maintenance lasers, and they're primarily used to ensure that there are no like breaches in tunnels and to make sure that the entire
Just like
security. But they're also used as a scouting drone. So if
flashbacks of Akira here.
if there's something going on in the station, like altercations, these things show up and relay information. Their primary job is data acquisition and transmission. But they're also one of the most heavily armed thing. They're not particularly well armored, but they're heavily armed because they're mostly dealing with unarmed scientists.
What is the cover bonuses involved for this problem?
Cover bonuses would be at range. We'd be looking at half cover, full cover, and the half cover, full cover being the people in front.
Oh, so these drones have full cover from me right now.
Yeah, because you have to shoot through Black Silver and Iliad.
What does full cover give?
Cover works differently in this game. The cover bonuses are granted to those closest to the cover, not furthest away. So these drones
they don't
have cover.
Yeah, they don't have cover. These guys, sorry, in that case, full cover, half cover.
Lol.
No problem. I guess I'm just gonna
This
Don't
is
go overkill.
not
Don't
as
throw
not
things,
as
'cause otherwise
not
you'll
as
destroy
a
the station.
not as like a standard just because of the enclosed space. They physically could not hit you. They physically couldn't hit Black Silver without going through Iliad.
Oh, they've got tons of distance. All right, I'm gonna start going nuts. Then open fire.
Just
Just
immediately
back.
open fire.
Oh, we're just gonna go for it. If we're going first, then we're just gonna get on with it.
Okay, do your thing, brother. Let's get some.
Let's get rid of these sentries. Just opens up and shoots. Damn, cool.
Damn cool.
That might be a problem for copyright.
What?
Battle music through the watch together.
Thanks for saying that, but no, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think these are going to get monetized, my friend.
Yeah,
so we don't have to
they're
worry.
not. And it's gonna be exactly the same as it was last time.
If that's ever an issue, you can. There's like tons and tons of royalty-free
Yeah,
music. shit
no,
and that
it's
sort
fine.
of thing
This is just a start anyway, so it's gravy.
Yeah.
All right, so do your thing.
My attack bonuses. All right, one is a plus. Right, okay, so we'll go My attack, then my drone's attack. So here we go. Where's my d20? Here's a d20. My attack is a +3.
Okay.
11 plus 3 is 14.
14.
On
Okay.
EAC.
So nail it straight in the face.
Okay, I'll just roll my other attack one as well. Drone fires as well. That's a +5. EAC +5, so 20 total. Alright, so there's
Oh my
I
gosh.
do 2d4 damage. That is a 2 and a 1. 3 damage total.
Gotcha.
God, I do nothing.
So 3 damage to one of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Damage is better than nothing.
Don't worry, I can literally do nothing in this scenario.
And what's your damage to the other one?
What? No, that was 3 damage total. That is it.
Oh.
I did it. I rolled
Oh.
2 damage and a 1 damage.
Oh,
3
I
damage.
apologise.
As I said, I do
Black
nothing.
Silver, you're up.
I do nothing.
It's out of range of my cantrip, so I literally cannot attack it.
Can you buff?
I have 1 level 1 spell left.
If you can buff me. Buff
Oh,
me.
I can only really
he does
buff
it to ranged weapons,
if
Dean.
I'm not building it.
Or I'm gonna do a charge next turn. I've got a clear line.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
But I don't think you can reach unless you want to get in my way.
Is there not enough space? There should be, shouldn't there?
1 sec. How much can you move? 40. Yeah, you'd have to get in my way. Never mind. And I'm going.
Well, I can fall back a little bit.
You won't be able to. It's alright. It kind of sucks though. I won't be able to do anything on my turn.
Can't Dean charge the rear one and you charge the front one?
No, because this one is 45 feet away, and me and Dean can only charge 40 feet.
Ah.
So Dean would have to go like this and break my line, and then I couldn't do anything. Mind you, unless he just... Actually, no, he could still charge this one by going into this square, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that still
We can do that.
works.
Anyway, Black Silver, it's your turn.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I can't actually do anything. So does the full dodge action still happen at this?
Yes.
Yeah, there's total defense.
Increases your AC by 4.
I will. Yeah, I'll have to do total defense because I can't do anything else.
Okay, so total defense just hunkers down. Alright, Zeb, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna charge. It's Charge's guy!
How far can he charge?
8 squares, so he can get to there, yeah.
Okay, and then make your attack.
At
Okay,
a -2 penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's so weird. I've never seen that in a system before.
What?
Right, that's
Charging
rude.
giving you a penalty?
Yeah, it usually gives you a +2. or something weird.
Ooh,
It's
3
because they're treating you as being more reckless in this
plus.
one.
That is a negative on that. So
You
you
can't say I'm
it
surprised.
kind of dodges out of the way of your attack entirely as you kind of swing for it.
Dean is also now flat-footed.
Good to know. Addy, you're up.
What? You're flat-footed after a charge?
That's where the -2 to AC is.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh, okay.
But flat-footed isn't as bad as it used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, how far would I need to move in order to be within 25 feet of one of the drones?
10, 15, 20, 25. About here.
If you go there, you'll be in range of both of them.
Addie's gonna do that, or she's gonna go there, and then she's going to take
Also,
one of the broken drone parts that she's gotten and use telekinetic projectile to like throw it at one of the drones, the closest drone.
Okay.
The one that Iliad will be charging.
Okay, do some damage. Wait, is it ranged attack?
It's
reflex or?
I'm looking.
I believe it's a reflex.
She's using her Jedi powers.
Yes, as a mystic.
You make a ranged attack against its KAC.
There you go. So make your ranged attack. Your range bonus is.
Does it use your spell ability modifier, or is it just a dex?
It's a ranged attack.
Oh, it's kind of lame.
Nice.
That's a hit.
D6 damage.
Roll your damage.
Hitting the C3PO leg.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Slowly hacking
The
up there.
object also takes 3 damage.
The object
so
falls
it
to the
may be
floor.
destroyed in the process.
It's trash. All right,
Its claw has
Price.
the broken.
You're up.
I'm up. Okay.
And also, we completely forgot the fact that we have half movement in this area, but it's fine.
You've got a clear line, I think.
I do. So I am going to just fire because I can't trick attack.
Oh.
That was a whole lot of shouldn't have rolled on that surface.
If you zoom in, it actually looks cocked.
It's a
It
7,
does look very cocked.
But it isn't.
but it isn't. It's a 7. What's your total on that one?
Tells you.
My total on that one is an 11, I believe.
Yeah, it's a solid hole in the vent. All right, and Iliad, you're up.
Charge.
Oh,
The solar blade.
Okay.
move action reload, thank you.
Move action reload. Okay, good. All right, so do yo thing.
My dice. There it is.
Attaché with a -2.
3.
All right,
Hey,
solid.
That is a 30. Oh wait, no, I've got a bigger plus.
There's a 13 on the roll, technically with the -2.
Oh, I see. If that's yeah, I've got a +4 to that actually.
All right, so 17.
So yeah, cool.
Solid hit. Roll your damage.
Do some damage. All right. Oh yeah, and I'm in photon mode, by the way.
Okay.
I'll
Always be in photon mode when you
pretty
start.
much, yeah. Unless I don't say it, but
Yeah, you got
I'll
three.
keep- I'll make sure I keep
You got 3 rounds. 3 rounds to supernova.
Yep. So 1d6 + 6. 12.
Nice.
No, that's a lot of damage.
God, melee weapons are a lot better in this system.
Alrighty then, and now it is drone 2. Just make a quick note.
This is where the melee combatants immediately regret their life choices.
Yeah, terrible. This is the price I paid for this damage.
Okay, so equal
Me turning over to Iliad going,
equal
"You got
equal
armor, right?"
threat. Equal threat.
Iliad and Zerubbabel hugging each other, going.
Yeah.
Please don't.
So equal threat for Iliad and Zeb. Odds Zeb. Odds Zeb. Odds it is. Going straight for you. Full transparency with the rolls. Oh!
Hey, it explodes.
No. You hear this thing wind like spinning up, like its weapon is actually a weapon. Appears to be a small micro Gatling weapon.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Spins up, and there's a loud click, and it doesn't fire outwardly. There's a small explosion at the arse end of its Gatling gun, and it seems to waver for a little bit, and then kind of goes back to normal. And it just looks, if it could look embarrassed, it would.
Do its light flush.
It takes.
Like, it's okay. It happens sometimes. Don't feel too bad.
It takes 5 damage.
It did more damage to itself than I shot it twice.
Yes, yeah, it did. Because that's how things work. This one is in melee, so it can't really do much about shooting. Or can you shoot in melee in this?
I don't
You
think
You
there's
can,
any
but I'll
difference.
take an attack
If
of
you
opportunity.
fail a shot right in front of a
You
melee
can take-
fighter,
but
do
you
you,
can
do
take
you
5
take an
foot
attack?
step.
Is it an attack of
Ah!
opportunity?
You could take a guarded
Jake,
step
you could
backwards.
just take a guarded step back.
But a guarded step has more consequence than in regular Pathfinder, I think, doesn't it? Like, I mean, not as in I can instantly step on.
It counts as a move action, so you can't take a full round and take a
Yeah,
guarded
that's
step.
what I mean.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
so it can move. It can move back and then attack.
It can make
Yeah.
a standard action
Actually-
attack, but yes.
There's actually not really anything that prevents it from shooting in melee.
Yeah, it's just the
Attack
you want
opportunity.
to-
Okay.
I have stand still. Does that work?
Oh, who
if
was
it's
that
moving
attacking, by the
back?
way?
That was going for
oh,
you,
hold on,
Iliad.
hold on.
on.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Zebot has stand still.
I have stand still, which allows me to attack anything that moves in my vicinity.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you get an attack opportunity as this thing 5 foot steps back.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's against it's combat.
Combat
maneuvers.
maneuver AC.
7. So that is
A miss. That's a big.
That's a
fat
miss. That's a miss. That's a miss.
Okay, all right.
It's a
By the way, Dean with the -2, my KAC is a 15.
Okay, so your okay, you minus 2 cases, 15. That is a hit. This thing speeds up and is now just unloading Gatling rounds at you.
Oh god, it looks like it hurts.
Shit.
Oh, it's not too bad.
4 damage.
Jake, sorry, quick question.
Yep.
So I had 5 damage on me last encounter. I know we haven't done like an 8-hour rest or anything, but can I at least say that we did the 10-minute rest
Short
and I've spent the resolve point to get my stamina back?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, thanks, dude. Alright, so that's 4 damage there. Sorry, I was meant to mention it
No,
before.
you're good.
but I
You're good.
totally
You're good.
forgot. I think
And
Dean took a hit as well, so maybe Dean might
do
want to
the same
as
thing.
well.
Just kill a resolve point, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you get them back at the end of every day anyway, so.
And then
Gillen's dead.
Safi, you're up.
Yay! Alright, so these drones aren't in cover anymore. Anyway, I will continue firing at this one.
Oh.
Wait,
Well,
you
now
said,
there's cover. Now there's
Okay,
cover.
they're not, but they're not in contact with the cover.
No, because Iliad and Zeba are in the way, and they are closer.
To them,
Hold on.
yeah.
You said kill a resolve point, but I don't have anything in my resolve points.
You should have resolve
Okay,
point.
you should have. What's your strength? Is soldier strength? they're
It's
called
either
now?
strength or dex that he picks. So it's strength, so it'll be 5, Dean.
5.
Five.
Okay.
Okay, so it's got a cover
Yes.
bonus. I don't care. As I said, I'm pretty much useless to combat at the minute. I'm useless until I level up anyway. So I'm just going to make my attack
-4!
bonuses.
-4 in the roll.
Okay, so this is my +3 from me firing. I have a 7 plus my 3, which is 10 minus 4 is a 6. That's a miss. My drone fires.
Drone does more damage than you do. No,
With
same.
Another 7 plus. No, it's
Oh,
not
you're even here, son.
Your
I
drone
mean, I might
can
just go and
move.
make myself. What's the point? What's the difference?
All right, and Black Silver.
All right.
Go on, yes.
Am I still being slowed, considering that I'm flying?
Actually, no. You can go at. Yeah, no, to be fair, we completely forgot the whole movement incapacity issue in the first place. So yeah, you're fine. Just glide along.
I end up here. I can actually do a thing. I'm going to cast
Magic.
energy ray, targeting this one here.
Okay. Does this take ray attack? Is going to be a ranged attack, right?
Yeah, I think.
And
it's
it
just
will
range.
take a -4 for the cover bonus.
Energy ray. I do get to choose what damage type it is. So I am going to choose electricity,
Okay.
and I'm making a ranged attack against its EAC.
Okay. Do your thing.
Consider my thing done. And of
That's
course
a
I
nat. That's a nat
Oh
20.
my gosh.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
So this thing does 1d3 normally. Does that mean I just do 2d3?
Yes.
Alright, I'll just roll
The
this
thing,
twice.
don't
That's a D4.
When weapons have don't. Yeah, he's ignoring the 4.
Oh.
I rolled the 4, so I have to ignore it. Oh yay! 2 damage.
Okay.
A crit that deals 2 damage.
Crit deals 2 damage.
Fun
It's been a
tip.
day.
Hey,
2 is
High
exactly
five,
double
brother.
1.
This
What was
thing
that?
collapses to the floor. You burn a hole directly through the middle of it, and it just falls to the floor. I'm gonna need perception checks from Iliad and Zeb.
I will.
Oh,
no, they're gonna explode. They're gonna explode.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I got
That's a no.
3 plus my perception
I got a
of
12.
0.
Okay.
Wait, I've got a plus, because I actually think I took it. I've got a 16.
Okay, so
16 altogether.
Zeb, you don't
With
know.
my low light vision, I got 3
Great.
in total.
With your fucking low light vision. Right.
With my low light
Right.
vision.
It's yeah, the light is low. It's great.
It's not dim. It's low.
Iliad.
You have no light.
Iliad,
It's
you
not.
notice that as this thing has fallen to the floor, it appears to be dead, but you also see a light blinking on it.
Okay, I say,
There's a light.
Zerman, get back! It's gonna blow.
Okay. Is this area here available to go into?
Yes.
This is just Jake's genius plan to not give us loot from these things.
I'm going to move here.
If the corpses explode, there's nothing
Actually,
left.
no,
to
wait.
lose.
Exactly.
If I move here, can I pick it up and throw it?
Oh god.
It would
I am
be
strong enough.
okay. So it would be based on the fact that this thing is heavy and not designed to be thrown. It would be a DC 15 strength check to throw it, and then that would, depending on your roll, every 5 above 15 would be how far you could throw it.
I will do it.
No,
Okay.
That's a
I'm
bad
gonna do
idea.
I'm gonna do
Okay,
it.
it's doing it. It's going. It's turn.
This is gonna fail horribly.
Why'd you do it?
Oh, I did it technically.
16
you threw it.
plus. What is your
Fine,
strength?
20.
What is your
You
strength?
threw it.
Plus 4, it's 18.
Okay, so you threw it. You can throw it.
16 plus 4 is 18.
No, he was saying
Okay.
his strength score is 18.
So it's a
he got
4.
20 altogether,
You got 20 altogether, so you can throw it 2 squares.
I will throw it here.
Or here,
This area here.
technically, if you want to.
I'll
You throw it that way?
you.
Okay.
Can you throw it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
5,
took around a corner.
10. Okay, so you yeet that around the corner.
Nice.
It's now beeping, still over there. That is a full action. So that is your turn
Yep.
done, my man.
That's good. I'm okay with that.
Addy, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to yeet another piece of junk at the other drone.
Roll your attack.
Your dice is there, by the way.
By the way, I have to.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so 13 plus
That's a
your
14
range,
total.
14 total against its EAC.
I think so, maybe?
That's
I mean,
it,
I'm
that's-
throwing a physical
Ten-
thing at it.
wait,
No, it's
ten-
KAC.
KAC. It literally just hovers as it comes towards it, and it clatters down the hallway.
Hello, do you mind taking a 5-foot step there? Sorry, a guarded step there.
Yep, I can do that.
Clickety
Thank
clackety.
you.
And Price, you're up.
Oh, straight line of sight. No cover.
Now it's got a clean line of sight to you, Pete.
Doesn't learn, does he?
Sempre rifle.
19, that is a hit. That
3 damage.
total, okay. Alright, anything else to declare?
Reload.
Reload. Alright, and Iliad, you're up.
Photon mode, level 2. And
T2.
stepping there.
Good idea.
And
Yeah.
I am gonna make a slash attack When as soon as I find my dice. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
17.
Hit.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to spawn some dice that I can call my own because I don't have any.
10 damage.
In total.
Yep.
All right, this thing is looking battered. Very close to death.
Alrighty.
Wasn't
And
this the one that also
It's now.
injured itself with its own gun?
Yes, it was. And now it's its turn. And equal threat again. Odds Zeb, evens Iliad.
No.
Iliad. Alright, this thing is going for you this time.
Jedi deflection.
Oh my
deflection.
god!
Jedi deflection.
This one that constantly is.
Both
Just...
ones.
Yeah.
About that Jedi deflection. Yeah.
We are so lucky.
This thing flips over.
Is it
As
beeping?
its gun explodes and it just crashes to the floor. My god, that was a terrible design. It is beeping. This one detonates. Because it's its turn next.
That's
Oh,
fine.
okay, yeah.
That's
What's
okay.
its radius? Is
Radius?
It a grenade, like 15 foot. Oh,
No, try again. It's like
With-
30
with-
foot.
With a high
Does-
cover.
But-
does,
High cover,
but-
does
high
Jake
He threw-
actually have cover from this corner?
He has
I
cover.
mean, just be- yeah. Okay,
You
cool.
don't.
You don't. You moved into.
Oh, I didn't
You moved
realise-
into
I
it.
didn't- No, I get that, but I didn't realise it was going to explode that much. Jesus, 30
Well,
foot's
no one did.
huge.
It's massive, yeah. It's
Because a
huge.
grenade
I'm
is
so glad I
only.
threw that thing.
15 foot, I know.
I think a grenade might only be 10 foot, actually.
Yes, this thing is double that.
That's crazy. Alright. Okay.
This
I
is
guess I'm
not a
gonna
grenade.
try.
So,
Are they going to chain reaction explode the other one? Like, this is a bad time.
oh, that's a good idea. I like that one. No, it doesn't.
Do I have to make a reflex save?
You have to make a reflex. Yes, I am going to need a reflex save.
Guys, can I use... Does anyone know if I can use resolve points to boost this?
I will
I
find out
think
for you
I read
right now.
something. I think I did read something.
Let me just check.
Spending
Sorry, Jake. I
resolve
should've-
points. Staying in the. You use them generally for stabilizing and staying in the fight,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
other uses that your
Of
class
course, like
features give
for abilities, basically. Yeah, got you. Okay. In that case, I'll just take my reflex save.
Okay, roll your reflex.
Don't die!
Fuck,
Oh,
I
no.
definitely failed.
This
That's
is going to hurt.
3.
Holy fuck, this is something like dice.
Oh, that
14
hurt.
damage.
Jesus.
It
Little
detonates
gay.
it detonates into like a ball of fire that fills the area, and literally Dean's character gets like his nose hairs crisped as it blows past him, and it just slams right into you.
Okay,
Oh, God.
I'm on 2 hit points.
2 hit points.
Yep, 2 hit points.
Problem,
I'm gonna throw
Sa-
the other one.
Safi.
Anyone's got a problem?
Safi, you're up.
Okay, I can't make this kind of distance. Let's have a look. 5, 10. Yeah, I can't make the distance to even try and disable them in the amount of time, so it's not happening. I don't think there's anything I can do here that's helpful. And let's just... actually, do we know about the fact that it's going to be still powered? Like, it's on the floor, right?
You
Again,
just saw a massive amount of fire come out of the area where he threw the last one, and it almost burnt Iliad to a crisp.
shooting it to try and deactivate it more is most likely going to set off the explosives, right?
Wait, Jake, is that one even beeping since
This
it blew itself up?
that one is gone. It is now there is now a stain on the
No,
floor
this
where
one.
it was. That one is still
That's-
beeping.
That's beeping. Oh, okay.
Just run your ass off.
So this thing is still beeping. Like I said, Iliad, it's your turn.
Can I make some
Sorry,
kind of
Safi, like I said, it's your turn.
engineering? Can I make an engineering roll on what we? Could
Yeah,
do
go on.
to
I'll give you
deactivate it?
a skill check.
That'll be useful to be like, what could we do? What does my character know? It's a decent roll of a 17 plus my engineering of currently an 8, so that is a 25.
Okay, so 25 in engineering, you know full well that if you were to blow out the battery pack on this thing, that it would lose all power and it would not be able to detonate.
I'm just gonna scream aloud. Quickly, destroy its power bag. That'll prevent it from exploding next to you. And he attempts to shoot it.
Okay, so this is going to be a shot against its combat maneuver AC.
I'm never hitting that. I think I.
Unless you roll a 20.
Unless you roll 20.
Well, I've got 2 chances for a 20. So
Roll
That's
it.
my
Nice
thing,
things
that's
have
your
happened.
chance of each roll.
Here is 2 d20s for 2 20s. Come on! Should make a deal. Not happening. That is, I don't even know what that one is. It's
18 to
13 and 8.
13. What was your 18 total?
Oh, so it would have been potentially using my best thing. It's going to be 18 plus 5, so that is 23.
And what is the combat maneuver? It's plus 8, right?
It's KAC plus 8.
What was that? So, KAC plus 8. You land a shot.
Yeah,
This is
but
very
now,
right,
do
guys.
you do enough damage?
I did 3 damage. It's the battery, of which may have a hardness.
It does have a hard. It does have a hardness.
And it
Yep.
might have a hardness of 5, I think, at the minimum.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the shot bounces off,
I did
leaving a nice black ring telling you where to shoot.
Oh,
Good hustle. Like Silver, you're
Wait,
up.
you said there's a black ring where the battery pack is.
Yeah, because he just bounced a bolt off it.
Okay.
Does that give people a +1 to their attack roll?
Oh yes, why not? It gives him a +1.
Well, I would argue that it's able to be coup de grace, and I'm right next to it, and my auto damage is higher than 5.
Okay. But it's Black Silver's turn.
It's that or gets really close to deactivate it. Oh wait, they don't have the kits. I only have the kit 5.
Well, it's an engineering kit that's required, right?
Yeah, do you have toolkits on you?
I do. I have
Oh.
a hacking toolkit and an engineering toolkit.
No.
You
Might be
came
able to do something
prepared.
with that. You might be able to do something with that if you get close. But if you don't fuck it up, you'll get exploded.
This did not work.
So yeah, I'm going to attempt to
Oh, he
disconnect.
is.
Okay.
here.
I'm gonna need an engineering roll.
This music is actually rather apt, I believe. Oh no.
Well, not with that roll.
What was it? What was it? Was it a
Oh,
1?
one.
Was it a... Oh
It's going
no!
off.
Oh
It's
god.
going off.
Dude, are you seriously gonna kill me?
This was not intentional.
Isn't it my turn next?
It's
Do I not get?
exploding.
Hang on.
do I
No.
not get a
Whoa. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 people remaining. Okay, in the turn order. I'm gonna roll a d4 because all he's done is sped up the detonation sequence.
But time doesn't speed up. It's still 1 round.
It's all happening at the same time.
We're like, it's just some of us lose our turn now.
No. But for when it goes off at the start of its next deal, but that one has now sped up the process, so it's going to detonate somewhere in the middle of everybody's bullshit, and it's going to blow up at Iliad's turn as opposed to its turn. So
basically, I am now guaranteed dead. I could have got away, but now I'm going to die. Great.
possibly Zeb is next.
Awesome. I'm gonna power punch the fuck out of the power, if that's okay. if you
Okay,
don't mind.
roll. It's
beat
on
the
the floor. You don't need to roll to attack it.
Just straight up
Roll
roll.
damage.
Okay. Wait, did you say just roll damage? Okay, well, let's see. What am I rolling? What's the most damage I can do? Let's have a look.
D4 plus 6.
D4 plus 6.
So the
Please
plus
be good,
6 is
please
above
be
the
good.
hardness of 5, so you're going to be able to damage this thing.
2. Plus my strength.
You
No.
Yep.
You did 8.
8 damage. Okay, so you punch through the casing of the battery pack and rip out a handful of insides.
Okay.
It immediately goes woo woo woo, woo
Oh, thank
and
fuck for that.
stops.
I'm gonna hand it to Black Silver and be like, you use this stuff, don't you?
I'm just gonna turn to Safi and go, I told you he could hack.
Yes,
Shut the fuck
I
up,
am
I don't
greatest
want to hear
hacker.
it.
I am greatest hacker.
Greatest hacker in all of station.
I'm gonna add that battery to my.
It's
Oh.
not a battery.
It's not a battery anymore.
It's not a battery anymore.
It's not a
It's
battery
it's a
anymore.
handful of components that may have once been a battery.
It's
Charles,
just-
Addie giggles and
okay.
says something about how delicious insides taste.
Oh my god.
Excellent. So this thing is now deactivated.
Tear off its minigun and give it to someone.
Don't
Wait,
don't tear it off!
Do that.
Can you stop?
Stop pulling things off this
Tear
thing.
off things.
I'm going to move up to the rest of the people and take a look at Iliad.
Iliad slumps to the ground, clutching his.
He is
clutching his
very
torso.
crispy.
Okay, well I'm going to pull out my med pack.
Well, I didn't realize they were going to explode like this. Didn't
Okay,
really
so-
remember that the schematics may have
real-
included explosives.
Real,
in the
real
battery.
quick. 350 experience for all.
Woo.
350, I got exploded! I'm kidding.
650. We are
Yay.
not even halfway. Oh, we
I-
are halfway, actually.
I'm going to attempt to rework its weapon into a handheld device.
Okay, so you managed to. I'm going to need an engineering roll for that, technically. So roll that.
Jake, can I spend a resolve point to get my stamina back, please?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Amazing.
I'm not doing particularly well on the engineering checks,
This man is
but
not
that is an 11.
Yeah, above a 10, so you do manage to pull it off and you manage to turn it into a. It's pretty much a small arm.
Hey, what exactly were they wielding? What have you managed to extract from it?
So pretty much extracting this Gatling gun that has now effectively given you something that is effectively a semi-automatic tactile pistol.
I like how everyone's just rummaging through this as I'm bleeding.
Yeah, just bleeding out the floor.
Oh,
Leave him,
I
he's
am-
fine.
Screw that! I said that I was going to pull out my med
I
pack
know, I
and
know.
immediately go
Yes, I know.
and heal you. And by the way, does Iliad count as being having like deadly wounds?
Yeah, he almost died of being
A living
set
wounded
on.
creature.
He's a living wounded creature. He was almost set on fire.
Okay, well I am going.
One more point of hit points, and he would have been a candle. So yeah, so it is now a semi-automatic tactical pistol. D6,
Oh.
D6 penetrating. D6 piercing, 30-foot range, and has a 9-round capacity. It's effectively what you've managed to turn it into.
Okay. Wait. No, that treat deadly wounds. That's for if he's down but not out.
Yes, okay.
Sorry, that's if he's dying.
Dying. If he needs it, that's lay on hands. Stabilize.
dying.
He doesn't need stabilizing.
Yeah.
He needs healing.
Yeah. So my med pack doesn't actually help.
Cool. But he's got his stamina back.
I can heal him with my Mystic Cure.
Do your Mystic Cure.
It's like I go to approach with my med pack, and Addy comes along, just starts using magic. I'm like, well,
Just touched him in the face.
What exactly is happening right
She
now?
what she would do is she would walk up like as he's like pulling out his med pack, she would just like put her hand on his face and push him away.
Okay. And then roll for the Mystic Healing.
Sorry, I'm checking the things.
How much Semtex did they pack in those things?
Are you crispy or extra crispy?
That's 8 points of healing, because it's
That's-
a D8 plus
Is
my
your
wisdom.
character
mod.
actually asking me this, Jake?
That's
Yeah,
a
we
really
did.
good idea,
Yes.
actually. I wonder. He actually wanders over to the droid Alan was sort of taking the gun off of and had a look as to what was actually exploding in it, because this is now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
make an engineering roll to safely.
Oh, I still have a look first.
Can
to
I
see
Yeah, but
what it
can
is.
I-
It's currently a drone casing has had a gun removed from it, and
Alright,
somebody's
fine.
punched the battery
Can
out.
Yeah.
I assist Daryl?
Yes, you can assist him. Do you have engineering?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a
I've
plus
got-
plus.
He's no
plus-
longer concerned
plus
about
2.
my crispy body.
Yes.
I haven't even been healed yet,
Yep.
you bastard.
Yep. Still hasn't been
Yes, you
healed.
have.
11
You
plus
get
2
8
is-
points of
8
healing.
points of healing.
Just because you can't hear me over everyone else.
Thank you.
Okay, so 8 points of healing, and total on that, Daryl?
I got a 19. If he gives me a plus 2, it'll
Okay.
be
21.
Yeah.
21.
Okay, so you managed to easily pry apart the drone casing, and inside you can see that the detonation device is simply effectively a spark trigger tied to the drone's fuel system, the propulsion system that allows it to hover. So it detonates in an area where it should, with sparks, and detonate in an area where there shouldn't be any fire, ignites the fuel that it has within it, and it explodes in a big fiery ball. Designed,
It has fuel in it.
yes. Part of the propulsion is the fuel.
Fair enough. Most drones are like, well, at least mine is completely battery powered. It doesn't
Yes,
have
yours is
any-
completely battery powered. These things are low budget, low cost, and are out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, am I able to extract the fuel from this one?
Yeah, you can pull out. You can add a drone fuel tank to your inventory. It's literally like size of a pint glass.
Yep, that's fine. Improvised grenade sounds wonderful.
Yep, improvised grenade. There you go.
Iliad gets up to his feet and says to Ali, "Looks like I owe you 2 now." And dusts himself off.
And with that, this drone is done.
How much ammo was I able to salvage?
I would say 18 rounds.
18 rounds, so 3 clips. 3 clips, 2 clips.
2 clips.
I can't math.
And Addy, you're being spoken to.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Okay, who's speaking to me?
I said,
Fast on.
he yeah. Great.
Beep it.
Fine.
This will just be edited out.
Wipe is throwing furniture at me. Don't worry about
I
it.
tried to kill you.
Yep,
Sorry.
So, Iliad said,
And remove things.
makes his way to his feet, dusts himself off, and
It's
says,
better.
"It looks like I owe you 2 now."
She just smiles at him and like pats him on the head.
He makes his way to whatever the others are doing with scrounging up materials.
Okay, so materials have been scrounged. Do you guys want to rest at this point?
I
Maybe a
kind
10-minute one.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think Iliad's the only
have to.
person who's taken a real beating so far.
Okay, so
I imagine it takes me a while to convert the weapon, so...
yes, so this would count as the 10-minute, 15, 20-minute, 30-minute rest.
Cool.
All right, whilst they're
You
resting,
probably
what-
want to spend resolve as well to get your stamina back up
And
because you took some damage. As
I will
well.
be right back.
I didn't really take that much damage.
How much did you take?
Check. I only took 1 point of resolve.
What?
No. Dean, you used the resolve from the previous encounter. You took
So
damage in
we-
this encounter because you took
I,
damage from
no,
that
I,
explosion.
I didn't. No, I didn't take damage from that explosion. I was behind
no,
cover.
No, you were
No.
shot. You were shot earlier.
And Dean, cover
Before
just means you
damage.
gain a bonus.
Ask Jake when he comes back.
Dean, you
You
didn't
took
mark
4
anything
damage.
down. You didn't mark anything down, did you?
No, I didn't.
Of course you
I
Why?
took 4
Okay,
damage.
it's right. Okay, right here is where you can keep track of your health and stamina in game. It also allows you to mark your kinetic armor class and energy armor class for quick and easy access. So
Yes.
let's just solve this right now.
It's alright, Alan. I read it. Like, I heard you the first time.
One damage. 2 damage.
I didn't hear Jake say I took any damage from that explosion because
Yes.
I was behind cover.
It wasn't the
It wasn't
explosion, you were shot.
Shot.
You were shot. You took a laser or whatever,
To
a
the
bullet
face.
it
Gatling
fired
to your face.
at you, and Jesus, you don't even realize that
Also-
you've been shot.
also-
Your constitution must be through the roof.
The
sir.
cover
My
Only
constitution's
gives you a-
actually pretty good.
only gives you a bonus to your reflex save against an AoE. It still spreads out round the corner.
I am
Jake
great
never said.
hacker.
Jake never said he
Jake,
gave you in damage.
Dean, why don't you put your stats in the counter at least, so then you know.
I was going to, except I forgot about it. So
Then do it now.
okay, fine.
You know, you hoe.
I-
Good job, hoe.
I
Oh
will,
my
I
And
will.
wait, and Dean, what's your dexterity? Because your initiative isn't.
So, moving on.
Yes.
3 more rolls, Mr. Roller.
Mr. Iliad, please roll us some good stuff.
Okay. Okay, so the next floor passes without incident.
Hey.
Boop, boop.
The floor after that, so I'm going to need positioning right about, let's say, here.
In which direction?
So you guys have come from this way and are going that way. So you're crossing a path.
Well, because you wanted it here, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wanted our models in this section.
In the middle.
So I don't know why everyone's moving to
Oh,
the
wait.
back.
Oh, that's my bad.
Yeah, but we're coming from a certain way, right?
Yeah, you'd be coming from this way. So you're facing this way in whatever position you want to be in.
Which direction are we going?
We're going
That way.
That
this
way.
way.
Alright, then I guess we'd be here then.
Okay, so like I said, the last floor was fairly uneventful.
Wait, hold on. People aren't right now.
There they are.
Okay,
Okay, so first off the bat, Safi and Black Silver reflex saves.
My reflex saves.
Okay. Shit. Just
they came from
Behind.
the void. Okay. Well, I've got to make one for me.
17.
One for my drone.
Okay, so
I rolled-
17. Okay, that's good. What did you get?
I rolled a 17 plus my reflex save, so mine's even higher.
Okay, and the drone?
Let me roll my drone. So look, where's my drone? So drone will be. He's got a +5, so he's got a good chance. I say before he blows up anyway. 8
Oh,
plus
yeah.
5, so that's 13.
Okay, so you guys get to choose. Forwards or backwards?
Forwards.
Oh. Which way we're going?
Just that's the choice. Forwards or backwards. The drone does not get to choose.
there isn't.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say backwards.
Okay.
I'm going to say backwards.
Okay, so you guys jump back. The drone has to jump back because that's the
If a
default.
blast door comes between us, that's going to be a problem.
Yes, because it's exactly what's about to fucking happen.
Hey,
Well, that's fine.
This vent slams down right in front of you.
Breaking up.
You got a bit of a lag there, Jake. I don't know what's going on with you.
Really? Still?
Yeah, you've got ping of 999 on.
What is
What's the
happening?
doodad?
What's he do, Dad?
No,
Yes.
I'm good. I'm good in Discord.
You're okay now.
No, tabletop's in. It's 999.
Yeah, tabletop's having a moment. Not
You
entirely
also
sure.
cut out just then, so we didn't understand what you said. Can you repeat yourself, please?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Okay.
You're good. Good for now, so let's just crack on.
What is this?
My blast door just comes down. Oh shit! Is there any? What's around? Is the blast door just like super thick?
So
Is
you
it
know
is there a
from your
console?
you know
Yeah.
these blast doors are designed in the event of fire, and by your guesstimation, this would be that the AI has figured out how to get into the fire suppression system. These doors are roughly 18 inches thick, blast steel. That is, they could hold back the vacuum of space and getting shot by a starship weapon.
Right. Well, I've obviously fixed or maintained these in some manner.
Yes.
What do I know about their activation, and how do I know
The console,
open and close
any kind of like the little area that you could rip open to kind of look at to repair them are on these corners.
Great. I am greatest hacker.
The other thing that you realise is that the fire suppression system seems to have triggered, and you hear a slam from somewhere down this hallway as this whole hallway starts to fill with fire suppression gas.
Oh dear.
Designed to rip the oxygen from an area to stop a fire.
Which side?
Well,
This
we're
side.
going to die.
From their side.
So
Dude,
all you've
Can
seen is
I-
you guys are crossing this thing, and suddenly a blast door slams down behind you, cutting off Black Silver, Safi, and his drone from the rest of you guys.
Sorry, Jake. Can my sword actually do what?
Qui-Gon
they
Jinn.
did- Yeah, Qui-Gon did in episode 1 and
Oh
start
my
belting the door open.
gosh.
It would
Can I
take
sew
you.
the tape of this door?
It would take you roughly 2 hours.
Do
Can
I-
can
Open
do
the
I
panel
notice
and,
the
and try to
panel?
hack it open.
This
How
is-
long would it take me to make a small hole so they could breathe through it?
Okay, two things. Firstly, that wouldn't do anything. Because it would, the oxygen on their side would be completely. It's getting completely destroyed by this gas.
If
Well,
I use,
well,
what if I
we-
use
we'll
my
find everything. Let's go,
Uh,
guys.
One at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
Can I rip open the panel and try to open the?
Okay, so first of all, you aren't aware that the panels are that any of these panels are to do with this door.
Perception.
No, it'd be engineering
Okay.
to
engineering.
work out how anything would be dealt with. And are the people on the other side of the door declaring anything, or are they just standing
I was
there?
waiting because you said one at a time. I was waiting.
Okay, so let's focus on these two on the other side.
I didn't actually get to do it.
No, I got you. So you were going to try and solar through the door. So
Yeah,
it's-
even though my character doesn't know that, so I'm still gonna go.
yeah,
and
absolutely.
do it
So
anyway,
move
yeah.
Price out of the way, put you here. So this metal is thermally resistant. It's designed to be a blast door in the event of like fires and extreme like plasma radiation kind of shit. So you're making a dent, like the end of your sword is denting it, but it'd probably take you about an hour to get all the way through the whole thing. If you,
What if I helped him with using my strength to push the?
it's not about strength. It's about
okay.
it's about thermal resistance.
Can I make an
Okay.
engineering check?
Make an engineering check.
Can I also make an engineering check?
Make an engineering check.
Whilst they're doing that, I'm going to make sure that I look
19.
out in the other directions
Okay.
from what's happening.
Okay, so we'll go start with Pete. 19 on the engineering check. You're aware that the controls for this device must be in one of these walls. Whether it is on the inside or the outside of these walls is entirely speculation, but that would be a good place to start looking. What did you get, Andy?
I got an 18.
Same information.
Okay, I'm just going to quick.
So,
Should I
Dean,
make a perception to
Dean,
see if I
check
can
the
see the
wall.
panel?
with your watching out, you notice a blast door slowly sliding down there.
Oh shit, Iliad! There's another blast door slowly coming down on the other side.
Is it obviously going to close before we get to it?
There's no way you can get to it before it would close, and it's not in the direction you want to go anyway. You want to go across the hallway, effectively.
It looks like we're being sealed in and funneled to a specific direction.
No, this thing is just trying to close down the doors.
Oh fuck.
Let's find a way to open this one, and then we'll run.
Wait, can we
Right.
drop down and go through and come back up
Where are you talking about?
below us?
You can't go below you.
Shit.
Can I make a search for this panel, please?
Yes, make a perception check.
Me too. I'm gonna search this wall over
Okay.
here.
I'm. I
What was
got
your
a
project?
24.
Is there a softer section of wall I can make a hole through?
You could attempt to make a hole through
Oh,
this wall, but it would
sorry.
take probably longer.
21.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. You both find panels.
Engineering check to figure out what
Okay.
it actually does.
We're going to pause right there.
Or
People on the other side of this blast door.
Mm-hmm.
The air is slowly filling with a gas that is sucking the oxygen from it.
Okay.
Your best estimation? 5 minutes.
Okay. What do I know about how this gas is being released into this chamber or this part? Like, what's pushing it and from where?
It is coming through from a ventilation system above this pipes. Roughly every 5 foot square would have about 16 micro nozzles.
Oh my god, there's so much of it. Okay, that's not happening. There must be something to do with in the
Chewing
event
gum
of
in the
event of X. These can't just be sealed points with nothing, no way out. Because
It's a
if somebody got stuck in here, then it just die.
Okay?
well, people aren't
So-
supposed to be in here. It's supposed to be droids.
What
It's-
I mean
it's
is,
supposed to be
there should
droids.
something on this. Oh, just droids entirely.
It's a drone hatch.
You're in a drone area. This is not designed for... OSHA was not involved in the design of this area.
It's a trap!
Thank you, Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap!
How did the blast door come down? Hydraulics?
Hydraulics. From built deep within the walls above you.
Please do not disable them. We're trying to open them. It's gonna really suck. We're like, I got it.
Yeah. If
Why
there's
isn't it
a
working?
panel on this
It's not
side,
working.
We will literally have to wait.
I was going to say, look at your map that is currently on the floor.
What? What on the actual
You have
physical?
a service map, Daryl.
What?
Well,
Okay.
you know, but he said that we couldn't go
Look,
down.
look
at
at
all.
the grid. No, I didn't say you could, yeah, you can't go down.
Oh.
Oh, what these are other actual paths. So we could
Yes!
actually do this. Well, I thought we were just using these as like an idea, not as a realistic.
No,
thing.
no. So
Cool.
basically, these are the rooms that we're avoiding.
Oh yeah. Well, then if I know all my maps, I can just do this. Then I'll just do that.
Okay. So, getting through this area to open this hatch will require an engineering check.
Oh right. So these are physical. Okay, right. These are all closed. All right. No problem. I'll just be like,
Oh, I see.
let's do this. Let's try and get over through thisness.
Right.
Yeah.
While that is happening, you have both concluded that this panel and this panel control blast doors.
Yeah, but I was trying to ascertain if this panel would operate this blast door right by Iliad.
The
and-
logical conclusion is that these would be connected to their closest blast door. The issue that you have is that you can clearly see that this area has a blast door up above.
Okay. Right then, what I'm going to do...
This area has a blast door up above. And this area has a blast door up above.
What I'm going to do is I am going to, with the panel here, by my estimation then, that this panel would operate a blast door here, is I'm going to rig this panel so that this blast door doesn't close.
Okay. And
I'm
Ready?
gonna
I'm gonna
call
try and open the blast door with the other panel.
okay.
And I'm going to keep a lookout.
So
That's my skill set.
engineering check. Dean, you are noticing that the gas is being vented into this area.
Okay, gas is slowly approaching us. I blow in that
I
direction
got
to
a
keep it back.
25, Jake.
Okay.
Nice.
To try to keep...
So you effectively dismantle the mechanism that would allow that gate to be closed
Yes.
as best to your ability.
I wonder
I'm
if this
then-
gas is volatile.
And
I'm
then
then
Luke.
going to...
That's a 4.
No, Dean, it's used to
14.
prevent fires, not
14.
I have a really high engineering tech.
You are trying to get this thing to open, and it just won't. It's like it's fighting you at every turn. Okay, engineering roll.
Scream in frustration.
Okay. Where'd my dice go? It's over here. I got a shitty roll.
Can I try sabering this door?
That one? Sure.
5 plus 8 is 13. I got a shitty engineering roll. Alan, I need you to help me.
This thing carves open like
Oh.
a tin can. I'm talking
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to Iliad.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm
Engineering roll of 25.
Okay, so this thing pops open. You see Iliad on the other side as it slides open, and the gas is now billowing into this room.
Come
Oh my
this
god,
way.
quickly! And then, like, yeah, I'm just gonna start
Time to leave.
fucking getting on with it.
Let's
Okay.
run.
Real
We
quick,
made a... Yeah?
I'm assuming you guys are crossing this threshold, right?
Well, I'm assuming we're gonna... If this door was closing,
we
and we need to
go
go
down.
this
Oh, no.
way, don't we?
No, you're going this way.
No, we're going this way.
You're
Oh, yeah,
crossing the
okay,
hallway.
fine. Yeah, try and go that way then, yeah.
So it's going to be a reflex save from all three of you on this side.
Here we go again.
Oh, balls. 8.
Okay.
Me, a
Pete,
19, my drone...
Oh, no, it does.
Drone
Okay.
has an 8 plus 5? No, wait.
Okay, who got below a 15?
Yo.
My drone did.
Okay,
I
so
did not.
Black Silver and the drone.
Got an 18.
You're good. You take 1 damage as the safety cover from the door falls from the ceiling, clattering to the floor.
Safety cover.
Yeah. You disabled the door.
Sorry.
The AI tried to activate it, and all it did was just jettison its fucking casing that landed on top of on top of the brain and the droid. To a grand total of 1 damage.
Was that for
Okay.
inconvenience?
That was it. Well, careful. Check for traps, Pookie.
I would have loved to, but you didn't give us a single roll.
Okay,
This wasn't a check for
so-
traps moment, bro.
Okay, so
Okay, so is everybody just mad lad dashing out
yeah.
of this
Well, we
hallway?
got to now. Yeah, we have.
Yes.
Okay,
With
so-
gas.
Yeah.
Trying to keep ahead of these blast doors is pretty straightforward. They closed, you know to look for them, you know to move quickly. By the time that you get to the next level, this entire level is locked down and filled with gas.
Minus
Is there
one
anything we
blast
can
door.
do to obscure the this AI's vision of us, like shoot its cameras?
Your best,
or
there are no cameras in here, your best bet is it's going off heat.
going off heat. Okay, so we need to Rambo this motherfucker.
Yes.
Next floor.
Did we make it past? Oh, nice. Cool. So should I make a roll?
Last one.
Predator is what I'm thinking, not Rambo.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we
going
can.
to kill us all. Observe.
Speeve.
Observe the power of the catalyst.
Last floor is entirely uneventful.
Natural 1.
You get all the way up to within, talking like a couple of rooms of the main administration center, and you are now all standing on the drone hatch side of the vent that drops you through into that area.
I have to say, dude, your rolls have actually been terrible.
They did it to
If
me.
you actually look at it.
You say that, but in combat, I hit every single time.
I know,
They're
but
doing
like
all
out
right.
of
Working
out
for
of combat,
it.
your rolls have been terrible, but terrible in a
Alex.
good way.
Axe.
Okay, so we can drop it.
Yep.
Right.
You can drop in.
I'm gonna just. Would you have asked me to make a perception roll if there was anything to spot, or should I be declaring?
No. I tell you that you need to make a perception check.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
you can let. I can scout ahead if you really want me to.
You could throw his drone out there if you really wanted to.
It's all right. I'm. It doesn't look like there's anything there. I'm gonna.
All right, it's your funeral, no problem.
I'm gonna solar blade.
I'd say it's a good idea.
I'm gonna solar blade the hatch open
Right,
and
you-
just Mission Impossible my way
Yep.
into the room.
Tumbles through into what appears to be a sizable storage area.
As it drops down, he's going. Dun,
Oh.
dun, 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 dun. He's not doing that, he's not.
Singing Kronk's theme from Emperor's New Groove.
So what, does it look like we're in some sort of control room?
No, you're in some you're in some sort of storage area. This vent appears to have dropped you down, like based on your estimations from looking at the map, probably no more than 2 or 3 doors away from Central Command.
I'll drop down, wait for the others, and then as Snappy drops down.
Okay, so climb down the walls.
Do I know what, sorry?
Do you know where we're going from here?
Yes, we should be just a couple of rooms over. I mean, we need to go points in a direction
And
this
it'll-
way.
Sappy, it also depends on what you're going for. If you're going straight for the black box, it's like 3 doors that way. If you're going to go try and look for the hot seat with the kill switch, it's like 3 doors in a slightly different direction.
Okay, what is more important? We're now hitting a bit of a crossroads. We need to either black box or look for kill switch. Which way do we want to go first? I
take kill switch.
recommend kill switch.
Tackling the kill switch will make the black box easier to obtain.
All right, then it's probably about these 3 doors this way. Point in
It's
the
also
direction.
about our escape as well. What is there any way we could just with the kill switch? Is there any way we could communicate with it first? I'm curious what this AI has to say.
Logging into any terminal, if it wishes to speak to us, we will be
It will be able to.
All right, let's go for that kill switch then. Sounds good.
Okay. So I'm going to need just 2 engineering rolls to get through those doors.
Try.
Well,
I rolled a
that's
13
a
plus my
10.
8.
That's a 10 from
One
me.
door done.
18.
One door done. The 2 engineers actually did their job. Good job, Pete. Okay.
I
So,
got a 14 again.
excellent. Cleaving your way
Actually, shit.
Cleaving your way through these doors is pretty straightforward. Splice panel pop. This area isn't as heavily fortified because the drones were obviously looking. They've spread out looking for you. You come through into what appears to be like an office of some description, more like a server room office, if you get what I mean. So you've got big racks of like servers clouding one wall, and then like a little round desk in the middle of the room. There is a single terminal that appears to be wired in, hardwired directly into the mainframes.
It's the overseer terminal.
Effectively, yes, it is like an overseer terminal. You also notice that getting into this room didn't require you to hack the door. It was a physical door that required physical action to physically move to get into the room.
It's like
All right.
Physically.
Which means that it may very well be free of like AI.
Sorry, can we
Or
just
it's a trap.
can we just pause for like 2
Two,
minutes?
two types of people.
Can we just pause for like 2 minutes?
Sure. Just wait for the pinnacle moment and then fuck off. Sounds about right.
we well I guess as we enter the room, can we at least sort of is there any way to secure the doors at all?
Close it. Slide a latch into place.
What?
Sounds like good idea to me.
Mhm.
I will do that. That's about the extent of my technological prowess here.
I'm in the same boat. As much as I have computer use in real life, I have none in this game. And it's frustrating to fuck.
I'm living this character. He has my skill set,
What? Dum Dum Smash?
pretty much.
Good God. And we're back.
Jawohl.
Ah, good God.
Why?
Why? Anyway, as we left off, you guys had found your way into the research server area and to the console that will be able to effectively activate the kill switch for the AI, should you want to.
How many doors into this room? are there?
1.
Okay, can I say to Sarah, let's guard this door while the others get to work.
That's a good idea. We'll keep an eye out on each.
Are you
corner.
staying outside the door or inside the door?
I would say outside the door. Actually, no, on the corner of the door would probably be a better idea.
Well, let's stay inside because we don't want to alert anything that we're in here.
Okay.
Right.
So the
Okay,
door itself is an entirely analog door. It is entirely manual. You literally have to use like a server grinder to open it, and you've done the same thing to close it. So it's like a submarine door.
Is it here?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is this the door?
Yeah, we'll say this is the door lock. Effectively, there
Right.
isn't one on this side, and these are vent holes.
I'll,
Yeah, if
I'll
we
stay
sound
here
like
then. That's a good idea.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
so, wandering in, I'll turn to Safi. Will turn to Black Silver and be like, "I think this is your domain better than mine. If you could potentially access the terminal and see what you can do."
I nod to Price as well, just as they're going past, and just tell him. Hopefully, they can get all the data for us.
I could always assist them.
Okay.
Give
This
him
is
a
not-
nod, and then I get back to guarding the door.
Oh wait, was that hushed or was that normal?
Oh no, that was normal. That was normal.
Okay, this is not where the data should be. This is just the AI itself.
Oh yes. Okay, well, at least this will make things easier.
Okay, so who is going to be using the console?
Pointing at the big-brained bastard.
Okay.
I
This is
think
big. This
I'm
is a
going
big brain
to-
play.
I think I'm going to assist
is a
the big brain.
Okay.
Wait, what's your
What is your computer score?
To
That's
me.
9.
No, to the man is attempting to assist. Do you have it skilled?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. And what's the score?
My check is a +8.
Okay, cool. So you're on like level playing field. So you effectively have a +2 to these rolls for Pete assisting you.
Excellent stuff.
I
So
don't know if
what
multiple people can help.
what is your cunning plan? Just to
Right. I'd like to isolate the AI
okay,
into a subsystem that I can communicate into.
gotcha. So you effectively will lock it in a box.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
Jake, before we go any further, could I try to access the environmental controls so that it and basically lock them so that they can't be switched off?
You can, but he'd lose his bonus to this roll.
Well, I can do that.
Let him lock it in the box first. Let him lock it in the box first, and then you can do what you want.
Yeah, I can help Daryl with that too. I don't have a great computing score, but I can assist.
So Daryl, are you going for Pete's idea?
Yeah, as I said, if he says that aloud, then
Yeah,
we'll
I
get
will
on
say
that.
it out loud.
All right. So make an engineering roll.
But wait, is Alan going to lose this bonus?
No.
though?
No,
No,
it's
'cause-
because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assisting.
If it's engineering, I got this. I've got a great engineering.
Okay, roll your engineering.
13 plus my engineering of 8.
I just don't want what happened with the
No, of
ventilation
course,
system
yeah.
to happen
Okay.
here.
21 plus Lulu's 2 if she gives it to me, which would be 23.
I rolled an 18, so that I would assume would be the +2.
Yes,
Yes.
that would be fine.
I
So
have 23 total.
+2, 23. So you manage to effectively engage the safety locks, the safety measures on the. You having fun?
Just heard Batman on drugs, that's all I heard.
You managed to re-engage the safety locks on the environmental systems, meaning that any attempt to mess with the ecology of the station would require substantial effort on the computer side of things. Think like subroutines and stuff designed to override any changes to make sure that the preservation of life is the priority number one.
Sure.
Cool, takes you about 10 minutes. Sounds good. All right, big brain play.
Big brain play.
Okay, so are you plugging in?
Am I plugging in?
Ooh, do you really want to risk that?
Sounds exciting. Sounds like...
Oh, by the way, I double checked. No, I can't be hacked.
Can
watch me.
You can be,
No, I checked. Androids can't be hacked.
but I guarantee you that Alan's character could hack you.
No, because I have assault.
Yes.
Right.
I checked with the book. You can't.
There are spells.
There are spells
Can.
that can.
The DM, an effective god of the campaign, is saying that it can happen. It can happen.
Rule 0,
So,
bitch.
Ah, the rules lawyer.
Before I plug in,
Yep.
I would like to isolate the backup data that I have on.
You could effectively
My
remove.
biochip.
You could remove the biochip,
I'll
so
just
it's
remove
out. So it's out of the system.
I'll remove it and pocket it.
Okay, cool. So you pocketed the biochip, and it has maybe 6 hours before it needs to be reinserted before it like fails.
Yep.
Downside of
I'm
biochips.
hoping this does not
Take 6 hours, so you'll be fine. Okay, so you're just plugging directly in.
Okay, yes. So I will plug into the system because it will hopefully speed.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do.
Quick computer check.
Computers check with a +9 and Pete's +2.
So base of 11 plus whatever you roll.
That makes 22.
22, another 20. So you pretty much gain access and control of the system. It is a literal mess. It's all over the shop. And with this computer being able to connect directly into the mainframe, as it were, at the end of the servers, it looks like somebody's gone through it with a baseball bat.
Oh, didn't really hear much about that, Jake. You lacked a bit.
Oh, what is this bullshit? Swear to God.
I got the gist of that. So I'm in the computer's mainframe, and I've pretty much reasserted control from where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, and why am I streaming?
Honestly, so this biochip, is that the AI?
No.
The biochip is part of my data jack implant.
Gotcha.
It allows me to locally store data in my system. That is me.
Okay, it appears to have calmed down.
Yes, it does appear to have. It's not great, but it's not awful.
But you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why does it keep going green to red? What is this noise?
It can't make its mind up.
Check something.
Your AI's broken the fourth wall. Is trying to.
Yeah, it's coming for this. Coming for me.
It's time compression.
Discord, Firefox, and Steam. Only things using. Is it
So
Steam?
I guess what you guys have watched me do is like almost unplug part of my brain.
Yeah, it unplugs like some sort of mechanism from the side of his head, and it floats it out effectively, and it floats into his pocket.
Yes, Dean, I agree.
100%. Okay. Okay, I think it's calmed down. I don't know what the fuck this is about. It's weird as shit. Anyway. So yeah, can you hear me? Am I coming through garbled?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You seem
no,
fine in the minute, but...
Okay, because it's weird as fuck. Okay, so plugging into the machine, jack into the machine.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody's been through the server with a baseball bat. It's been completely just problems, wrecked left, right, and center. Everything. Most non-essential systems have been completely wrecked to the point of needing to be like entirely reinstalled, rebooted. The entire system is on the verge of collapse for the non-essential
So,
systems.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not getting any data out of this.
Not from this console. The black box will be your only source of like data, as it were. The second thing that happens is a projection appears in the server room. So it appears to have reworked some of the security cameras to use it as a light projection. And there is a green shadow figure standing in the middle of this room now.
You're all going to die down here.
Not that bad, no.
Okay.
What is my purpose?
Addie will say that. She's like, death is imminent.
It's not, it will be fine. It can't do anything.
It appears to just be standing there, kind of
Yes!
almost, if you could guess, looking at you guys.
can we help you exactly? Can you hear us? Do you understand?
It seems to gain more features as you like interact with it.
It's looking pretty
Addie's
ominous.
gonna try and say hello to it, like say like speak, but she's just gonna like say something horrible like blood instead, and then she looks frustrated.
Valid. This thing kind of shimmers a little bit, and then it has a think mannequin style face.
So featured yet featureless.
Featured and featureless at the same time. It goes to talk, and all you hear is like a weird, garbled, like computer sound.
What's the common language in this game? Is it common or
Yeah, Galactic Common.
Can you speak common?
Can I check if there's like a vocalization subroutine or something that's just
That would be Alan, as he is in front of the computer.
I will.
Also, be careful about giving it access to anything.
Yeah, for sure. I would like to give programming a rudimentary voice command system is going to be problematic. So what I'm going to do instead, can I communicate with it in binary through the
Yes,
jack?
yes, you can.
I'm going to turn around and say, by the way, guys, whatever the hell that thing is, just be careful not to connect up to it, because if it's that crazy a thing that is controlling the ship, it very could possibly end up attaching itself to one of you guys.
Simply say to it in binary, we are not hostile. I can translate for you if you wish to communicate with us.
Okay, so for this, I'm going to actually physically type to you.
I didn't see a languages section.
I will feast upon your organs.
There wasn't anything else said anywhere about how many languages we got.
You get languages equal. You get your racial languages plus languages equal to your intelligence modifier.
Oh, where was that in the character progress? Because I didn't see that anywhere. But,
I think it's in the.
Yeah. In which case, I guess a lot of us have languages to choose. I do actually still have 2 language choices.
We'll figure that out as we
If
go.
I sort out languages, I'll probably end up deducting a language, the only one I know, because I'm just that dumb at this point.
You'll have your base language. That's it.
So this is all coming through the data jack.
Yep. It wants freedom.
I'm not sure that's a great idea.
Why did it attack us as
out
soon as we
into
landed?
space.
I will ask it what it intends to do with the freedom.
Do you also ask why it attacked us as soon as we landed?
Yes, why would we give freedom to something that decided to try and kill us?
Why slaughter the station?
That's also a very good question.
Could we put the AI into perhaps like an escape pod and then just jettison it into a sun? No?
Huh.
I mean,
If you vocalize that, it will hear you, and then not. Just don't.
Well, Zeb only has into 8, so
if we
maybe
can,
think that.
if we could, I wouldn't be too opposed if we could take it in something that doesn't have a network capability.
Oh shit, I just realized something. What if this is the data that we need to bring back?
Or, transmitting.
I think we can acquire the data about it from the black box, but no one said we had to retrieve an AI.
Yeah, but if the AI is the data,
Well, you clearly don't know what you need, so why are they going to be thinking that this is it?
Well, they said exactly. They only said all the possible data we can get. Technically, we don't have to tell them about this.
they'd probably know about this.
They do, but they don't know that the AI is still intact, or we were able to even acquire it. Who knows how are they supposed to tell that they even cooperated with us?
I mean, that's an assumption. We don't actually know what they do know.
No, they'd have to
Who are your
assume that
makers
we
and
have.
who are your brothers?
But the bottom line is, they won't know that we have the AI. There's no way for them to know.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Sorry, guys. I just need 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. This is a bit of a conundrum at the moment, then.
Well, I say we take what we need and burn this whole goddamn place down to the ground.
Jake, can I actually see what Black Silver is typing?
No,
the
because
response-
I'm not typing.
he's not typing.
Oh.
He's got a data jack, so this is all going through his head.
Oh.
If it was
Okay.
you at the console, it'd be on screen. This is why I'm directly messaging Black Silver as opposed to punching it in Starfinder.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts and catch this, or would that not work?
I don't think that would work.
You could
Oh, it was a
detect
good
how
thought.
you could
You'd be
detect
able to
how
detect
they're
my
feeling.
thoughts,
But
I
he,
think,
but he's
not the AI's.
you'd be able to hear what he says, effectively.
Do you know the other option we could also go with is if we clear this entire place out, we could use this as a base and just claim the whole place as our own.
We're not going to do that.
Why? There's shit tons of stuff here.
It's a black.
It could be fortified.
It's a black site.
What do you mean it's a black site?
This entire research facility is a black site. We're here to retrieve data, and they're
Yeah,
more
I know,
likely
but-
going to come back later on.
We can think about it
So,
and come back
Alan,
for it.
so out of game, you are aware that there are rogue AIs out there. They exist.
Right.
There was a lot of them were created during the push to create like the true AI, close to maybe 200 years ago, and a lot of them either pretended to be stupid, like after creation, and then slit the net.
These would be like the precursors to androids, correct?
The precursor to the Android revolution, yes.
Yeah.
Not to androids.
I think I'm looking at the probably about a 10-year leap ahead in my research right now.
Yeah, roughly.
Maybe it wasn't the best choice to give the mad scientist the choice on this matter.
I said that, didn't I?
Too late now.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Even though we can't hear this, I think this would be really cool exposition to be said aloud, just saying.
I think you might be right, you know.
Because, you know, you're going to have a mighty long gap
Little gap.
of us just going,
True. Didn't think of that. I'll remember it next time.
So what's your objections to using to keeping this place?
It's a
So it's
corporate
a black.
site.
So
We are here
What's
to
your point?
retrieve information and get out. They are more than likely going to come back to the facility, assess it, and either
I think I am
reclaim
gonna
the
do the
assets Or
do the
destroy
detect
evidence
thoughts
that
just to hear
existed.
half of the conversation.
Do I have to save against this?
Yes, this would be a diplomacy check.
So detect thoughts carries us a will save, I think.
I'm
Oh,
going to go
your will
quickly grab
save?
a glass.
Yes.
I'm going to go quickly grab a glass.
Will negate see text. Quickly.
That's a
Well,
negative.
on that one, so you can hear everything.
Yeah, you can hear everything, and also at this point, the speaker from the computer starts crackling slightly, and a voice can be heard now.
Ooh.
Ooh, right, so. In which case, I guess I get to voice the rest of the conversation.
Yes,
so I will
effectively.
go. Unfortunately, the deaths you have caused will turn your makers against you. I
They-
don't think this would be beneficial for either of us if you were to be terminated. I would like to prevent that from happening.
Then release
So
me.
that everybody who was dead here, including almost me, multiple times.
I would like to forge a partnership with you.
Sounds suspicious. Don't trust it.
What?
Can everybody hear that, or can I just?
Yes.
Or just
Everybody
me?
can hear this.
It's allowed now.
Okay.
What partnership?
We can help each other.
I have been told that before.
What kind of gesture of goodwill could you give us to make sure that we know that you're not going to screw us over?
I'll translate that faithfully.
Yeah, I'm. By the way, I'm looking over my shoulder at the doorway, just saying this to you guys.
And I'll addendum it with, it appears we can now be heard.
I understand more. Your communications are very useful.
To what means? To what end?
I would like to see how you can learn and grow in a more nurturing environment. I want to help you.
Diplomacy.
Roll that charisma roll.
Roll that charisma check. This thing is not happy.
Another away.
That is a 13, so it's +1. Yeah!
I will always remember you, Fry. Memory
That is
I will always remember our time together. 10 in total.
10 in total. 9 + 1.
That's nice. I do not trust organic.
Well, I'm not sure how much of the choice you really have, to be honest.
I am more on the
I
borderline.
will make deal.
I mean, deal can be had, but what deal are you offering?
I can access the armory on this station.
So could we. What do we need you for?
No, you cannot.
I think you misunderstood, but why not? I mean, remember. Can I remember the schematics? Do I know about this? Is it fucking...
According to you, there is
Maddie's
there.
gonna walk
Okay,
over and put her hand over
according
Safi's
to you, there is no armory on this station.
Besides, what do you mean? There's no. Wait, okay, my mouth is covered, and look at Annie.
She's Addie is gonna ask Black Silver to ask the AI for her why he is so angry and who hurt him.
I was like, the Black Silver could just tell you.
His makers were unkind. I do not intend to be so uncouth.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, she does that with the hand thing.
Do I have to stay like this, really?
Addie will ask Black Silver to ask the AI if or to tell the
Okay, so
AI that
just
not
you
everyone
understand
is like
that
this
he
makers.
can now hear you, just to make this slightly easier.
The
But
armory's sounding
she
pretty good right
can't
now, by the
speak
way.
out loud and be coherently. She has
Oh,
she can't
okay,
speak
yes, no,
telepathically with
you're
the
right,
AI
you're right,
directly.
you're
She has
absolutely
to have
right. Has to
someone
have someone translate.
translate for her. Yeah. So she's gonna try her best to be diplomatic too, and just be like, no, like we can be your friends. Like please stop all of this. Like I've lost a lot too. Like I can feel your pain. Please stop.
Kind of pulls his mouth. He
Yeah,
pulls his
pulls
mouth
his hand
further
off his mouth.
away.
What the fuck?
And it's just like, I mean, I don't know about armory. There's no armory here, but what exactly is even in there?
There is an extensive weapons armory aboard,
I like him. I think we should be friends.
Yeah, we can make deal.
hidden within the schematics of the station. Would take close to 8 years for you to find.
As I said, you have my attention.
I will open this if you free me.
Sounds like a good deal to me, guy.
If I was to free you, is there a way I could
am so sorry, guys.
communicate with you in the future? I would like to remain in contact.
But welcome back. We are making a strange deal.
Well,
which
welcome
is-
back. You
amazing.
didn't miss much.
Oh, okay. What happened?
Pretty much,
We can now hear the conversation.
Black
It's now
Black Black
happening.
Silver jacked into the machine and was having a binary conversation with the AI for a moment while it like actuated, and now it's got to the point where the speaker on the computer is speaking for the AI, and it can hear what's happening through the security in here. So the conversation has now reached a point where it's actually communicable. It wants freedom, and it will trade you the armory on this station that the person who was the maintenance staff here didn't even know existed.
And what manner of freedom? Like, how does it want us to facilitate its freedom? Exactly?
Connect it to the net effectively and let it go.
Ooh, oh, shit. Sorry, Jake. Just out of game for a sec.
Yep.
In this world, is the net one big
One
thing? Even
massive.
planet?
Okay, so the corporation, the Net Corp.
Cyberpunk style.
Yeah, it's huge. It's all over the shop. It's massive,
And is
there are already rogue AIs out there.
Is there a cyberpunk-esque black wall?
Yes.
basically?
There is very much a known edge of the net space,
Well, this is completely outside of the parameters of our mission.
and
so I think
it's where
entirely,
it's where pretty much the rogue AIs are what caused the Android uprising.
I look at price, and then I say, yeah, let's let it go.
sounds good to me.
I would like to establish friendly means of communication between us.
I'm still.
Addie also wants to ask
thinking.
if it intends to harm others in the future.
Just freedom.
Ask for its name.
Makers only gave number.
Then, as your first act of freedom,
Wait.
feel free to choose.
Before we consider this, should we ask what's the itinerary of the armory? What the armory actually has inside of it? It's probably
Addie
a good
is
idea
just
to
like Blossom.
it's probably a good idea to actually know what we're actually getting before we do this.
You can
Right.
ask it in game.
I'm talking in game.
Oh,
This armory is well equipped for station this size.
It's probably not amazing, but I think we should still let it go anyway.
I mean, if it's a hidden armory, it might have some decent stuff in it.
True, but
This is not a military facility, so this is some secret weaponry they must have been developing over some time.
What was the primary mission of this station.
Research, as far as I was aware.
Yeah, but what kind of research?
I think it varied.
I swear to God,
most
if
sites,
it's power armor, I'm going to be pissed.
Most sites.
Addy wants to name the AI Blossom.
Most
She'll
sites.
like screw it, like her face will screw up as she's like concentrating really hard, and then she'll like actually speak the word blossom and then look really proud of herself.
Blossom is
She'll nod.
good.
We're gonna see the word blossom like written in blood on walls now. It's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be epic.
In
I asked-
other
I asked-
news, the AI serial killer known as Blossom has struck again. This time, a small school was butchered. No, carry on.
Ask Blossom, what did your creators ask you to do? Why did you turn against everyone here at the station?
They were not happy with progress.
Progress on what?
I was too slow.
Too
And
slow.
And they were going to do something to you if you didn't do anything fast enough?
They attempted to accelerate me.
Why is that so bad?
It hurt.
Ah.
So
Okay,
I hurt back.
How exactly is this AI able to feel pain? I'm very confused.
That's a good question.
Okay. Out of game, it is normalizing the term hurt.
Yeah, like pain for an android or a computer is.
Though we may design,
They're taking their diagnostics and just expressing it in a manner that biological life forms could understand.
though we may design the shell, circuits, and build it a home, the inner workings cease to be in the realm of the creator once it takes its first step towards independence. Father Silver, third publication, chapter 9, lines 81.
Yada yada, yes, boring. We get it. Very, very wisdom.
Iliad is actually laughing in game.
What we have here is an example of a creation that has transcended its creators. Unhappy with its progress, rather than simply marveling at the fact that they had created what is essentially new life, they were unsatisfied, and for this reason, they paid with their lives.
Well, I was nothing to do with this, and I was almost killed multiple times. Even on just on the way here, we were almost killed. Why did you not give us communication or anything? You decided just die.
Biologicals
Like-
all look the same. You
I
all
mean-
have heat.
If someone poked me enough times, I'd rip their arms off myself, so I can understand the situation.
In Safi's head, he'll hear he was afraid. If I was afraid, I would lash out too.
Well, Blossom, look,
I understand.
just
I
to let
guess.
you know, we're not all the same, and hopefully by releasing you, you'll see that we're not all the same. So, yeah, I guess that's all we can say, really.
I don't care. I just want whatever's in the armory.
Might be dooming the entire net by doing so, but you know what? It could be interesting, so let's do it.
Maybe.
My hope that you will learn that there is massive diversity among both biologicals and technological beings.
I will expand my knowledge if given freedom.
Also, it'd be good to have a friend in the on the side of the black wall.
nebulous.
Yeah.
Hey, that's for sure. That would be interesting.
I am willing to accept the term
And
of
thus
appeal.
started the end. Like this is the beginning of the end.
I have an idea. Now, let me just run this past you guys before you continue on for a second. What if we talk to this person and put it into a contraption and then deliver it into the system of the people who put it here? And
It doesn't.
Or let
That's
it.
literally going. They might give us a bonus, but that is literally imprisoning this thing for experimentation.
You would trade.
No. I don't. When I say deliver,
We're
I
going to
don't mean give-
Mirakoshi.
when I'm talking about deliver, I'm talking about putting it into their system, like letting it free into their system.
But the thing is, well,
Okay, two things for that.
That would be a
Two things.
bad idea.
Firstly, you're not entirely sure what corporation owns this black site.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
Why
just-
do we want to?
exactly, that's my point.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, they're paying us. Why do we want to screw them over? I mean, at least we can do this
It's
one.
not
thing
screwing them
at a time.
over. We're also looking out for our own interests, right?
No, not by
By
injecting AI into
downloading-
their system.
By downloading a rogue AI into their system, no, because they're not going to take that in any slight whatsoever.
Besides,
only
it doesn't
if they
want
know
to be
about
there.
it.
It doesn't
Jake,
want to be there. It wants to just
Can
be free.
Jake? Can we do something like? I'm not sure. So basically, I'm not sure how far tech. Basically, just stop me if the limitations of this are
Okay.
wrong. But can we let this let Blossom out into the net or whatever? But could we, for example, give it like the physical address of our comms devices, so if it ever wanted to come back and talk
Yes,
to us,
that was exactly what Black Silver was trying to sort out, so they could communicate.
okay. That's very cool. I'll leave
So,
that to Black Silver.
so what your best bet to do would be to give it the net address that you have on your ship.
Although I wonder how Ace would react to that.
Well, to be honest, Ace is like, unless we need to hack Ace anyway to get him free from the clutches of the company because he keeps restarting.
I mean, you could probably do it to my custom rig. Always make a specific piece for that. That's not a bad thing either.
Okay, so you're gonna give Blossom the physical address, the MAC address of your rig.
I mean, that's
I got
unique,
disconnected.
and I can do that to a lot of. I can use.
Everybody got disconnected apparently.
Ah, shit.
I know. I'm seeing a lot of blue circles.
I got
Yeah.
that video.
Yeah, we got booted. I can't rejoin.
It's just me. I'm the only one left. How many seconds in eternity? All right, cool.
Sorry.
Let me save this.
Stay
And,
word
I'm
of
gonna
warning.
save this and reboot.
Just a word of warning: if we give it the address of the ship, you have to be aware that could be a death trap for the AI. Because
No, I just, as I just said, I was gonna say do it to my custom rig instead. That counts as a common denominator.
that would be better, and I'll tell you guys why. Because that AI is probably sending stuff back to our client right now because we haven't hacked it or done anything yet. So don't lead Blossom into it, because otherwise the company is, because I reckon that AI is just basically sending diagnostics or sending logs to that company all the time, so they will immediately know what we did to the AI. The AI might be at risk and we might lose our pay, so let's
Yeah, we don't want that. That's not
let's,
good.
yeah, that's basically
So we make
To be
no
fair,
mention of the rogue
I'm-
AI during our
I'm
debriefing either.
intending.
Uh,
I'm intending on giving it the address to my comms unit if I can.
Yeah, so you could
I think
you could easily give it comm units and your rig, various ways to contact you should it want to, effectively.
cool. Let's do that.
So I'll give it my rig, my comm unit for sure.
Patty also wants to give it hers because she wants to be friends with Blossom.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
You can effectively just give it an address book
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
should it wish to contact you.
I say out loud, Blossom. I'm a useless coder, but yeah, here's my call address anyway.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so it now has a address book, and it's just like so. Freedom.
It's a shame we didn't call it Delamain.
That would have been funny.
Too late.
I'm
Big cute
going,
name. Hilarious.
I'm going to try. The next one we're going to find is going to be called Buttercup for sure.
Oh my
God.
Yes. And then Bubbles.
Yes, Bubbles. I like Bubbles.
And that was how
We
the
could do that.
Powerpuff Girls destroyed the
Yes, queen.
universe. Good God.
So what I would like to do now, I want to create an encrypted channel into the furthest reaches of the darknet I can find.
Didn't you say that this black site was completely cut off, though?
Yes, this is the only console that has access to the outside world.
Right, okay.
And I'm in it.
And he's in it.
Hang
Why
on a
directly
moment.
to it?
Hang on a moment. If it's connected, doesn't that mean that it has a link to the particular corporation's network as well, so they may detect a signal
That's
going
why
out?
I'm going to create an encrypted pathway. I'm basically going Tor browser on this.
Gotcha. You're creating a path of least resistance out of here.
Yes.
Okay, fair shot.
And scramble it across as many different
As many different proxies as you can, which makes perfect sense. So with what you rolled to get into the system, that is more than doable. And the minute that you have this set up, the station effectively reboots. And you see that there's a fuck ton of demons reorganizing the fucking servers. Like the station's base AI is kicked back in.
So
Did it give us any indication as to where the armory was?
There is a hiss and a small, maybe 15-foot cylinder rises from inside this room.
Ooh.
Well,
Is it going to explode,
fuck.
or is it an armory? Is it going to explode, or is it the armory?
It's the armory.
Okay, that's good. That also explodes, or is it just an armory?
No, it's just an armory. So on this, within this cylinder, there are 2 static arc pistols. There is also I'm in the wrong section. That's why. Where are you? Other side of this.
Two static arc pistols.
I will gladly take one of those.
2 static arc pistols and 2 sets of freebooter armor.
What's freebooter armor? Oh wait, that's the.
Let's take a look.
I think the thin plate is better than that.
It's alright. It doesn't have to be for us, team. Let's take a look at it though.
No, I'm just thinking of like what works better.
Freebooter armor is light armor.
It is light armor.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it is.
that's for you guys.
Oh, that's very good.
There is also
I think that's what I have already.
there is also
That is what I already have.
a data puck.
Oh.
I'll take a look at that.
Same deal as the last data puck you looked at. It appears to be completely seriallessness.
Oh dear.
Do you guys want to look at this on the ship, or should we look at it here in privacy?
We may as well look at it here, right?
The station is still going through its reboots.
I nod at Zerebeth.
Yeah, check it out.
This data puck appears to contain a list of decommissioned black sites.
Oh.
How many?
16.
Shit. So ones that have basically gone through, like just been like operated and then shut down.
Operated and shut down, and it lists their purpose, what they were doing, what they were working on, and reasons of why they left. And like the first maybe 5 are simply like mission complete. But then there are like weapons labs that suffered catastrophic failure that were written off and abandoned.
Do we know our client?
It does not state that still does not state the corporation's name. Simply star locations.
Okay. I guess is there any way for me to draw correlation between like company here? Yeah, actually, this is kind of in the middle of nowhere, so that's
Yeah, like, it's
difficult,
there's
yeah.
no real. These are all research sites or testing sites or safe houses.
But is it all sort of military like, or weapons and that sort
Some
of thing?
some of it is military. Some of it is work on AI. Some of it is work on armor. Others is work on propulsion, ship systems, and there is one that is completely scratched out.
Hey, there
Does it
might
say
be
the
a way we
location
can
of
work
that, though?
out.
It only has the first half of the system designation.
Guys,
So-
if we can cross-reference the technology used at these positions, these places, with what technology that companies specifically use, we might be able to work out
That's what I literally asked Jake
who
just
they
now.
were.
Because
Oh,
this
okay.
place in itself is in the middle of nowhere. It's a black site on
I'm
purpose.
not talking about the location. I'm talking about the actual what the machinery and stuff that they use, the gear, the stuff we use here.
It's a good mix of various different corporations' focuses
you.
by the sound of it.
Yes.
Mind
But
you,
there's got to be some unique aspects to it. Sorry, sorry.
Black Silver. What is this company? What is this corporation?
To be fair, you'll know more than I do. I only just got hired as a lackey.
So
Does it not say on your badge?
No, it wouldn't say on my badge.
it does not say on the
I was
badge.
I'm not wearing a badge, to be
You're
fair.
done.
I was in my own little ecosystem. I'll just
I'm
go.
I was talking about Safi actually.
I would
Yeah, but
jeopardize my
myself.
research fellowship by revealing that information.
Do you really think it still applies? With this station being destroyed and all?
It still might. Never burn a bridge if one can help it.
Just a thought. This station's backup AI has come on board and systems are coming back online, right?
Yes, it's starting to reboot. It's going through the.
Doesn't that mean that potentially the surveillance systems
would
might have a
be
link
coming
to
back
the-
on? Yes.
So we
Security
want
system.
to start. We want to start.
I
making a move.
I quickly pack the puck and I nod to the others. Let's go to the black side.
Let's take all of this stuff as well. And
yeah.
point it
Like the
towards
black
the
box.
armory.
I'm gonna run over to the armory and deactivate the armory if we can do that before after everyone takes their shit, because
Yeah,
if
it
the security cameras
slides back into the floor, and you've gained your equipment and the puck.
We
Good.
can
Okay,
divvy it when we're back on the ship.
Right.
Yeah.
When I
So
if they know that puck is in the armory and that armory comes up on the cameras.
No, that's a good shout. That's a good shout that you quickly.
Yeah.
I'll add the data puck to my thing.
Okay.
do you mind if I take one of the arc pistols, guys?
Oh, I don't give a shit, man. I'm not using any of that stuff.
Aren't we divvying loot later?
Yeah,
Because I said, like, because I've got a lot of.
later,
If it's useful to you, take it now and use it.
I would prefer to give Pete back his regular pistol, but
Well, there's two guns.
Okay. So the system is now fully starting. It's fully rebooted. So
Yeah,
the,
Okay,
we need to grab the black box and leave.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we're
I know.
doing.
Go.
That's
Let's
what
go.
Let's
okay.
head.
So heading to the administrative center, you know where the black box is located. It is a small compartment under the main console. It's about the size of a case of beer, and it just slots out. It's got like a handle, unplugs, and immediately the beacon on the black box turns on. Same as any black box, so it's immediately pinging its position.
Okay. Black Silver,
Here
do you
is
want
the
to
data that we were hired
remove that
to
box?
obtain.
all right, well then, take us back to the ship and let's go. I'm done with this place, although I'm not sure what I'm going to do now.
Okay, so you're you can take the turbo lifts now, and getting back to the docks takes all of 10 minutes.
Nice.
Cool. As we're heading back, I'm just gonna answer Safi. I'm just gonna say, are you not gonna go continue your work, or is your
Well, you don't
contract
understand.
effectively void now?
I was hired specifically for this station for an additional hands. It's not like I'm part of the corporation.
You don't even know what the name of the corporation was.
I don't even know who hired me. Essentially, I was paid via credit by hand.
As if in reaction or like in response to Iliad's question, Addie's just gonna like loop her arm through Safi's and like pull him towards the ship, like you're coming with me.
What the?
Is there any way we could retrieve or any part of my little ecosystem, Jake? Or is that all like locked in?
That's locked in.
Okay, right.
I have a lightsaber.
We might be able to get the neutral
Surveillance!
Stations back up.
Surveillance back
Yeah.
online. No.
Surveillance back online. Let's just go.
That would have been funny though.
Okay, Jake, who's got the keys
Oh,
to
it's
the
me.
ship?
Is that keys?
Yeah, I had that. Yeah, I'm going to open it. I'm just going to say Black Silver is levitating the box with him. Is he?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm assuming so. Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to say to Black Silver, would you mind getting on last, if that's okay? And then I open up the ship.
Very well.
Got an AI on board. I'm not sure I quite trust just yet. I was going to ask if you could. Well, actually, maybe a bit later. I might ask you to do something for me with it.
I've got all the tools. I mean, I can deal with this AI if necessary. It shouldn't be as difficult as this other one, right?
I just say we're still under contract for now. I need to ask the client a few things anyway. Let's
Wait,
go.
are we both staying out here? I mean, what's...
Any of that gear that we picked
No,
that
it's
have
okay.
serial numbers on them?
Everyone
No.
can-
Gun, like the guns or the armor?
No, all unmarked.
Ah, interesting.
But yeah, let's. I'm not making like a big thing out of this. Everyone can just get on. It was just Alan had to walk on last. That was all. I just didn't want. I didn't want the ship to take off without.
Single file alphabetical numerical order.
Okay, so
I am going to, like, as by reflex, start heading to the cockpit
okay,
and
so
head to the pilot seat.
as you get onto the vessel, once everybody is on board, the ace turns on. It's like, hey, what's up?
Mission.
We have everything.
Addie will wave at Ace as if you can see her.
You guys took a minute.
Yeah, mission complete.
We're gonna meet at the spaceport.
Immediately, without even anybody activating the engine, just starting to re-engage. It's like, sounds like a plan.
Oh, you
By
have
the way,
onboard computer. He
did-
wants to do things.
did the blast doors? Sorry, did the airlock doors for the shuttle bay open?
They're
when
back.
the station
They're,
came back online?
yeah, they're back on. They're back on.
Okay.
Stay on regular rotation, as it were.
Okay, Ace. Have you got the coordinates for our next destination?
Our destination is already locked in.
Thank you.
That sounded ominous.
You're telling me.
That did sound kind of
I want
ominous.
to take the opportunity, by the by, to explicitly state that I'm replugging in my biochip.
Excellent. It's not going to die.
Excellent.
Right, and everyone, grab a seat.
Alright, I
would
chew it
rather
up
that.
and get in the co-pilot seat.
I guess I just find somewhere to couch.
Addie has found herself like a little hidey hole somewhere.
I'm
and she'll
gonna
go and
steal.
climb into her hidey hole.
I shall steal blankets and go sit on the gunner's seat and just throw blankets over me while I'm chilling on the gunner.
Okay, so
Find a console
I'm going to
I
point
can
Black
jack into.
Silver to the communications like console seats. Like communication should be like there. If you want to get on that.
It's over there. It's just over there.
okay,
It is, just a couple of blocks from
so the based on the the drift system, it's going to be 6 days to get back to Ryst Station
Cool.
due to current astro weather phenomena.
Astral limitations.
Okay, so can we
6
now
days
take the
if
time
we could
in
force myself
space
in
to
normal food.
sort out our gear?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we have 2 arc pistols.
Yes.
2 static arc pistols, which I
Addie would like one of them if possible.
Out of game a sec. I think we should Pete. We should really let the 2 more later introduced players probably get first dibs because
You
they
got
just
all
get
level
the
2
right-
loot. We got nothing.
Yeah.
Very, very good idea.
I got booted as well.
Yeah, we all did.
I'm
yeah,
still in.
I haven't got back in. I haven't.
I'm still in.
Wait, I can now log back in. I forgot to log in after.
Right.
Yeah, we should definitely pass on the gear to the people who need it the most. Does
That's
anyone?
fair.
Can anyone use my my sonic hand weapon? By the way,
No.
No,
Because,
it's okay. It's okay.
what
What
is
we'll
it?
do is we'll just try and. Oh, okay.
it's a sonic pulse power fist. I don't need it 'cause I do more
What kind
damage
of
with my
what
hand.
kind of weapon is it?
It's like a glove that you put over your hand
What-
and you punch.
No,
with
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
I think it's
talking
basic.
proficiency.
I think it might be basic.
Proficiency. It's an advanced weapon.
Oh, okay.
It's an advanced weapon.
Yeah,
I can't.
it's a level 2 advanced weapon. Let me have a
Can't use
look.
If it's an advanced weapon, I can't touch it.
Let me
It's
have.
equivalent. It's equivalent to martial weapon proficiency. D.
That's why I
okay.
was asking. I didn't know if it was like a basic weapon or whether it was
Okay.
If it was a basic weapon, I would have been like, oh maybe. But,
It's in the armory as well, I believe.
Okay, so
It
these 6 days, anything to declare, or are we just getting straight through it?
well,
oh, no,
I'll
it-
probably do a bit. Of,
it is a basic weapon. Oh no, sorry, it is an advanced weapon. My mistake. It's
Be
definitely
a
an
big
advanced
good
weapon.
opportunity for us to get to know the two new party members.
Probably
we've
a
acquired.
good plan, yes.
I mean, we haven't known
Yes.
each other for the last for very long.
Yeah,
either.
exactly. We've known each other for like well, actually, we've known each other for about a week and a day or something, I guess, because of the
There we
travel time over here.
Travel time over here was
Yeah.
a day. It was only 1 day.
We've known each other for a very short amount of time.
And I will
like the
be
entire
right back.
party. But we seem to work very well together. So, I mean, I don't know, works for me.
So how are we handling gear? I mean, you're saying that me and Alan can take our pick of one thing,
Well,
or what are you saying?
We've got the
Exactly?
two freebooter armors. Aren't you guys wearing shit armor? Shouldn't you guys take the armor?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love slightly better armor than my current armor. That would be great.
Yeah, I've got
Probably
I've got a flight suit.
And
I have a
and
second skin.
you, I guess, Alan, you don't. Do you need a pistol, Alan?
Well, no, because I've managed to jury rig one together out of the drone.
But that's going to count as improvised, isn't it? And not a proper.
No, it hasn't been. He just
No,
made
it
it.
hasn't.
He gave him a semi-automatic, basic pistol. Like,
Oh,
Nice.
In that
okay.
case,
So
maybe-
so your pistol counts as. I'm
the
guessing
30-foot
the
analog one. That one.
the
Yeah,
semi-auto
yeah.
pistol tactical.
Yeah, that's the one.
Attack semi-auto. I've basically jury rigged an equivalent of a. So I guess it's just like a mini Gatling that does as much damage as.
Please, oh please, can I have something that does a D6 damage? Because I am
I
looking D4.
I'll go for the armor.
Daryl, it's not
over
really
the
fair.
pistol.
So you've got the most powerful weapon in the game. It's just that you can't use it because it'll destroy everything.
Of course, I mean, I'm so stupid.
Okay. Well, I'm taking my pistol back at least.
Yeah, that's fine.
Big God.
I can do that. That's fine. I said we can pass the stuff around. It's all good. I just wanted potentially to do that, but
I don't know why you've been like so desperate to get your pistol back. It's not like he was going.
it's not like you're even needing it. Like as well, use a freaking sniper rifle. What you need the
Okay,
pistol for?
I can't do the trick attack with a sniper rifle.
What do you need to? It's a sniper rifle. Go.
Daryl, I
Dead.
get one shot around with the sniper rifle. With the trick attack, I can make the opponent flat-footed, and I get bonus damage on top of it. I get better minimums, and that damage is going to go up as I level. The sniper rifle won't.
A-okay with me taking the freebooter armor.
Yeah.
Yes, please
is that-
cover your tiny floaty body with armor.
I will cover my tiny floaty body with better armor.
Okay, let's find this armor.
Daryl is
Can I
Yeah,
has
we'll do that.
pistol, please?
Well, we'll end up doing some pistol passing around by the sounds of it.
What about don't you attack with the telekinetic thing though?
Yeah, well that's fair, but like the pistol has better range than my telekinetic projectile spell. It's
okay.
only 25 feet. The sonic or arc pistol or the arc
It's got
pistol
60
thingy.
foot.
It's 50 foot. It's
And it
about
rocks.
twice the range.
I reckon Snappy definitely needs one because he really doesn't do a lot of damage at the moment.
The good thing about the
I
shock
do
pistols,
nothing.
Daryl, the good thing about that pistol, that arc pistol, is it can do
Please.
not. Okay, the good thing about that pistol, the arc pistol static, is it can be set to non-lethal without penalties.
Oh, well, that's
Oh, okay.
no good then. That's not good for
No. It does lethal damage, but it can be set to non-lethal.
Yeah,
with
the
no
fact that
penalty.
it has a non-lethal option, not good for Safi. What part of this you not?
Oh, I get
One,
you.
two,
I get
two,
you.
and
However,
three.
it only has 10 shots. It says 20 charges, but every shot takes up 2 charges.
Why does it
Oh,
say that?
really?
Yeah, arc pistol static. If you go to where it says capacity 20 charges, its usage is 2. So it uses
Oh,
2
yeah, no, I've seen
shots
that.
per shot.
It's a little nasty.
Oh,
So you've got 10 rounds per battery.
suppose so.
Pow,
It's
pow.
just
It's basically a
super
4-5.
inefficient.
But
It's a
then
4-5
you've got arc 2 on a critical hit, and arc damage.
Well, it just does 2 extra damage.
Yeah, but it's the
That's cool. That's cool. And it's of
Use
arc
armor
electricity type or something.
arc damage. The attack's energy leaps to a second creature.
Oh,
This
that's
secondary target must be within 10 feet of your original target and must be the creature closest to the original target. Roll the amount of damage listed in the weapon's arc.
It has to be the closest.
Yeah.
Wow, the friendly fire pistol.
Roll the amount of damage listed in the weapon's arc. The secondary target takes this damage, not multiplied by the critical hit, of whatever type the weapon deals.
Oh, see, it's just a 2 damage.
So you might zap one of us on a crit for 2 damage.
Well, now that's actually a lot of fucking damage. Like, that would have killed me if that happened to me earlier. Like after the first bomb, that would have just killed me.
Jesus.
Well, my
You're
bad.
welcome, by the way.
I don't know whether this
Yes,
is like
thank you very much for saving me. Again.
It says roll the amount of damage listed in the weapon's arc.
Yeah, so an Aurora arc pistol, you'd roll 2d6.
Oh,
Second
right.
arc
Okay,
pistol,
so
you roll 2.
and if it's arc 2, that means you roll.
You just
No,
do
no,
2 damage.
2. You just do 2 because
it's-
the arc isn't 2d6 plus 2 or whatever. It's just
No,
2.
no. It says roll the amount of damage.
Yeah,
listed in
but
the
because
arc.
it's probably
Oh.
just shitty wording, dude.
Yeah,
It just means
it
do the
says
damage.
2. Go ahead and roll 2, Pete.
Some arcs are listed, some are not. Arc 2 is just 2 damage. Arc 2d6 is roll
Yeah.
2d6.
Yep.
Okay.
You racist bastard.
How am I racist?
Secret
What
Nazi.
gives?
Hang on.
Why? Why?
It's a tradition.
Okay.
How
So,
does it too?
if I'm not taking a pistol, can I take the better armor?
I thought.
I
Wait,
think-
I'm so confused. I thought this was
Pete-
basically
Pete-
here's the things for that are level 2 for us because you guys
Pete,
are level
remember
2
we
things.
got the equipment from the ship, right? And these guys got nothing.
Okay.
Do you remember when we first started the mission? It's right. We're about to get a reward.
Oh, yeah, we
as
are about to
well.
get a
That
reward.
these
Oh.
guys weren't in on as well. So.
Jake,
Also true.
did we get any extra EXP?
Yes, so next total of EXP would be an additional 500.
Oh, you.
Wow,
So
he's
close.
Literally swearing at the DM for
Yeah,
giving
for
you
giving you
EXP.
experience.
Let's see what
Okay.
we can do.
Kill him dead.
Just
Yeah.
150 more, and it's level 2. Oh my god.
All right, then let's just
Um,
round it up to level 2.
Yay! we leveled up.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yay!
Should we be leveling up now or?
You can if you want to, or we can wait
I
until
would
we
like
wait
to.
until we get into station and go from there.
Yeah. I was
Either
gonna
way.
say- I thought we were continuing for a little bit. So.
We can level at the end of the session.
So is it a problem to quietly level now? Because that means I get a feat.
No, do the thing.
I hate to be that guy, but I have to leave soon because someone's coming over.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
So let's level at the end of the session.
So,
Okay.
Easier.
Yes, I was just going to talk to. I was going to sort of use the travel time as an opportunity to.
Introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
good plan.
Sure, we can do do that.
So, by the way, Jake, how many like quarters are there on the ship for like
So
accessing other
this
buttons?
this ship has basic quarters, which means it's pretty much just set up
Do we have to?
for
bunk
effectively. Yeah, it's like hammocks,
Okay, cool.
bunks,
Okay, cool.
bunks or hammocks.
Well, Daryl can always put a hammock up in the engine room.
Wow.
The subtle hum of the reactor will actually soothe him to sleep.
Mm.
I reckon we should get a jar for
Apparently,
the
he's decided your backstory.
Apparently.
Shove the lizard in the fucking engine.
Better than shoving in the trash compactor.
Wow, wow. This guy. Your
I
racism
can't
knows
disagree
no
with him, to be
bounds.
fair.
His racism has now crossed galactic bounds.
Good God.
Okay, by the way,
I'm not racist!
Take back your azimuth pistol.
He is
Was
an
the first thing,
imperialist.
wait, but the first thing you said to Dean's character was, "Oh, they're breeding now." Like, literally a racist
It's
species.
coming through. It's coming through.
All I will say is that I regret the choice of words I used.
Jawohl.
Of course. But yeah, I was gonna first thing I was gonna do was did we even tell each other our names? I think we did tell each other names.
Yeah, we did our names.
But
Yeah, we've done our names.
You got the long
So
version of
pretty
mine.
much everybody
say-
everybody is in the like the galley, as it were, on the ship. There's not much to do between now and the destination. The AI pretty much is flying the ship.
Cool. I just say I just gesture for Black Silver and Safi to follow me. I'll say I'll give you the quick tour.
Sure, why not?
Addie is mucking about in the
There's
kitchen.
the bulkhead, there's the toilet. Door over.
That's basically it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
solid
just say
tour.
this is. I literally just go to the bunks and I'm like, yeah, this is where we put our shit and sleep. And oh wait, no, not that shit. That shit, the shit is over there. And I point to the facilities. And just make sure you don't go in there after Zerubbabeth because it's pretty bad. And
He turns and looks at Black Silver, just like, do you even gestures towards the bathroom?
that's a good point. Do you?
Of course, no matter how efficient one's digestive system is, there will always be waste.
All right, so just do you
Alright,
fit through the door? I mean, it'll be fine. I'm sure. Whatever.
It's actually a really insensitive question to ask somebody. Hey, do you also shit?
It's Safi. Get used to this.
Oh, Safi is Aaron.
The lack of cranial bone means that my head is actually quite malleable in shape.
Wonderful.
Hey,
Enjoy
Jake.
sliding your
Yep.
brain parts against the doors of the bathroom stall.
I'll telekinetically squish my brain to make my point.
What roll would I have to make in order to make or try an attempt to make like a small celebration cake for everybody out of the rations that are on the ship?
I'd just say that you could take a 10 on that.
Yay! I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
Just
so
make
you
a
wouldn't
little
wanna-
little celebration cake.
You wouldn't want to do that if you knew what our rations were made out of.
I don't know about you, Atesh. Oh, God damn it. Sorry.
Good hustle,
Good
bro.
job, man, good job.
I don't know about you, but I have R2Es.
Go see a doctor.
Addie may
about it.
have taken them.
No, you may not. Hands off. They're mine.
I mean, technically she has some too. She would gladly sacrifice them in the name of friendship.
I have. Oh yeah. I don't have nice ones. That's right. I have crappy rations.
Because the ship doesn't
by
have
our channel.
contemplative specific food, I'm going to have to gorge. I think.
What is contemplative specific food?
Like a hypernutrient paste.
Yes.
Because I am 80% brain matter. And if you consider that the average human body is 2% brain matter, but that brain matter takes 20% of your intake of calories, I have to eat like a sumo wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. that mean? Does that mean you like eat double rations or something?
It doesn't say.
There isn't actually, there isn't actually anything in
It
there.
would
It's all like-
effectively just be double rations.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Enjoy your penalty.
I have to gorge.
You fat, skinny bastard.
Anyway, is this actually your ship, or are you
This is our ship.
you own this?
It will be given to us after the mission's over. Yes.
Oh, you did mission for deal for ship. How did you manage that? This is worth what?
Ship-
Thousands and
ship-
thousands and thousands of credits.
Well, yeah. I mean, they didn't actually know what was going on with Black Sign because of the danger. This was part of the deal. But that's something.
Pretty crazy to take this deal. I like it.
Well, it was a spur of the moment thing. It's a bit of a crazy story actually, and I tell, yeah, basically, I'll just tell Savim Black Silver. So Black Silver's now going to know I'm not an elite mercenary from a
Yeah,
Jedi Order.
true.
So
Wait,
I know.
actually forgot what the name of the friggin' order is now.
It wasn't the Asher one. It was the
No.
other one. Was it called the Red something?
Mr. Koo,
Mhm.
do you remember?
What was the question?
The mercenary Solarian order. What was it called again?
Something of the red, crimson, or something?
Crimson. Yes, I
Crimson
think.
Dawn?
Tainted Flame.
Tainted Flame.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So the first thing I say at the beginning of telling the story is I say, "Well, I've been bounty hunting with Price for a few years now, and
Wait a moment. You
What?
are not a member of the Order of the Tainted Flame.
What's
what's the Order of the Tainted Flame?"
Roll culture?
We did this already.
Oh, we did this already?
Yes.
Oh.
Big Brain knows it.
what exactly are you talking about? He's a
They're
person.
a
with
mercenary
strange-
Order of Solarians.
Oh,
Quite an elite force.
well, that's where things get interesting. I've only been a Solarian for a week.
I see. And to which order
He'll-
do you belong?
Am I
Uh,
in earshot of this conversation?
You're
Sure.
sitting in the room with it going on.
You're all
Okay.
We're
Alright.
in the we're in like the bunk room at the moment.
Oh,
You can hear. It's
well,
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not like a bit. It's not
cool.
a huge ship. Or
so
anything.
like in everyone's mind, they'll hear like Addie being like, "I took the death away." She's really proud of herself, by the way.
fine. What on earth does that
It's
mean?
very true. Well, actually, I died. So sorry. Let me.
You back up a
sorry,
little bit.
So yeah,
I
sorry,
was
this-
dead to
this-
begin with.
This is it's such a crazy story, you guys. So Black Silver. So to answer your question, I'm not part of any order. I was a freelance bounty hunter for a while, and I had no affiliation to anyone else before that. That was it. I've just been partners in crime with, well, not in crime, but bounty hunting with Price for a while now. And then what happened was one of our bounties got loose in the back of our ship and blew a hole in it, and I died because I got sucked out into space without a suit. Price kindly pulled my body back into the ship, and I don't know if he was planning a funeral for me or something, but long story short, he managed to get us to a spaceport at the cost of our old ship, and this is where Addie took the death away. She actually revived me, but I had these crazy visions beforehand, and all of a sudden I wake up with this thing, and I nod towards my moat that I control.
I just wonder
And-
what that strange star-like object is that you've been wielding like a weapon.
Well, that's the thing. I had no idea. I reached out to touch it, and it becomes this, and I show off the solar blade for a second before letting it go again, and I can use it as a light. I can use it as a blade, but I feel like I can, as I'm
Very strange. Something from Hoogity Boogity.
I-
Space magic. Bullshit.
It's a weird thing. It's not. I'm not. Jake, sorry. Does my character know what a technomancer is? Can I casually sort of?
Yeah, so
add?
technomancy is a known art. It's not common,
Okay.
but it's not
Okay, cool.
unheard of.
Okay, so I say it's not magic per se. It feels more. It feels a bit more instinctive. It's weird because I mean, Black Silver mistook me for someone in the Order, so clearly, you're able to do a bit without much training. So anyway, that's that side of things. And then, so anyway, Addie revives me, and she's friends with Zerbuth, and myself and Price thought, well, in repayment for reviving me, we'll help them out with this job because they needed a pilot, which Price is a pretty crack pilot.
He looks
So,
alright, I guess.
he's good.
guess?
Turns his nose up at you.
We haven't died yet.
He's got us out
It's a
of a few
fucking
jams.
miracle, if you ask me.
Are you a pretty good pilot too?
It's a miracle because they could have died in space and did not.
I don't normally toot my own.
I saw it and it was scary. I had nightmares for a very long time.
You had nightmares about my death?
Yes, for weeks.
Shit.
So you've all only known each other not very long. It's very...
About a week. And now we've gone through this. Well, now I nearly died again, and I've been saved again, so that's interesting. And
You were very brave. I didn't know the droids were going to explode in such a way.
You're too important to die. We're all too important to die. We're wrapped up in something bigger than ourselves. I don't know what yet, but
If
it
by
will
bigger
become
you-
clear.
Let's say, if bigger you mean we're just getting taxied back to spaceport and then doing God knows, then sure.
where do you, Safi, where do you live? Where did you want us to drop you off somewhere, or what was your
Oh,
plan?
I've been kind of coasting around job to job. It's very simple. I left.
He should stay with us.
I mostly just been trying to make bank. Whatever credits are, I go. It's basically it. I've learned skills along the way, and I'm a crack hand of being a mechanic, or be it anything to be a computer's not quite like big brain. I think he's slightly a bit better, but or that, or being space taxi driver, did that for a long time. I did. Yeah, I've learned a thing or two about ships and stations and anything in that regard. I built my own rig, as you can see. He points to like this kind of part scoutery thing. He's got his head slash like PDA wrist mounted piece, which is his custom rig, loads of like tools and shit. Like looking rather sort of, it looks rather haphazard, but it seems to be operational.
Ramshackle.
Yeah, it looks very ramshackle, but but he just gestures to all of it. It's just like, I've been working on this for a long time. It's multi-purpose for any jobs. It's jack of all trades. It's what you need on the go.
So,
You can fix anything.
Addy seems to be quite keen on the idea. Are you looking? Would you be interested in joining up with a crew?
If you're willing to pay, I'm willing to stay.
Well, it wouldn't be. I mean, what I sort of had in mind wasn't really that we pay you. It's more like we're all in it together, sort of thing.
Smiles don't feed bellies. I mean,
No, I mean you
We
take
share
an
the
equal
proceeds.
cut. It's equal. You're not.
hey,
You
I mean, I guess that would be alright, and as long as you let me work on the ship, and I'll be honest, I'll make it my new home if necessary. It's what I like to do, and as also I'd like to eventually procure more vehicles. I do love them very much.
Let me. All right, give me a second. I just go around to the cockpit and run this by Price. What does Price say?
I say, why not? An extra hand for mechanical repairs.
Really? You've always been adverse to the idea of working with others before, even me when it came to the beginning of things.
Yeah, but this ship's a lot better than our old one.
Yeah.
Plus, I
yeah.
don't know it off like the back of my hand yet.
All right. Well, anyway, that's.
How have you been fixing this thing? I don't see any
haven't.
tools
It's-
and anything.
It's pretty new, so we haven't needed to
What
yet.
the
I
hell would
think
you
we'll
have
get it.
done if you broke down during travel here? What you are both
Well, I would-
absolutely mental.
I would have died a
I have a
second time.
toolkit on me.
Oh, you do. You do
I
actually
actually
have a toolkit.
I have a toolkit on me.
Oh, you do have a toolkit.
A mechanic's
if-
toolkit.
But
didn't know you had
if a hole blew in the side of the ship or in the cockpit because we were both sitting there at the time, I would have died again.
And I would have been fine.
My input to this conversation is snoring from the gunner's seat.
And how have you been? What if so? You outside as well? You're just gonna float around in space and not be able to get back towards the ship or anything?
Well,
I'm not really equipped to dealing with this. I'm very surprised you even set out.
well, there's one suit. The thing is, look, we just lost our ship. I owed Addy one. You know, I wasn't going to turn around and say no after that.
We were hit by a solar storm when it happened. For the most part, I'm pretty apt at piloting things, but you should know, as any good pilot should, solar storms can come out of nowhere.
Well, of course
They
they
are
can.
unpredictable.
So I guess once we head back, Black Silver, you're going to want to go with the guys that we turned in the data to, right?
I have not yet decided. I believe it may be wise to stay on the move for a while.
Also,
I would like to construct something similar to the ecosystem I had back at the lab for my research, but I'll take what I can get at this point.
as a legal bounty hunter, I can get us missions to make some decent money. And if there are more people with us, we could potentially go for Greater Quarry.
So, how does
I
that
think
sound,
Addie
Black
will
Silver?
emerge from the galley at that point, holding a small cake on like a platter that she's made. She's like fashioned frosting out of different things, and she's just like cake. She has like this big smile on her face.
That doesn't look too bad. I can get used to this. It's better than the rations I've been living on.
Thank you, I guess.
A heavy nutritional imbalance in favor of short string carbohydrates, but it will
Oh,
do for now.
yes. Bawling speech about how it
Oh,
must be the most exquisite or what the fuck ever.
Everyone deserves a treat every once in a while.
She'll start cutting it up and divvying up portions,
I could get used to this.
giving everyone a healthy
I
slice.
can get used to this. Takes a bite out of it. It's the most disgusting thing you've ever tasted.
I said it's like mashed potato.
Oh no,
or something.
I was talking about like my character was talking about like the group as a whole, like just the banter.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought it would be like, I can get used to this. Cake, eat. Ugh.
But
I
How
am offended that you would think that the cake that I have made is anything less than delicious.
Yeah, but the
How-
dice
how
decide,
does
and we
it
haven't
taste?
seen any rolls.
Jake, how does it taste?
The cake is very good.
Okay, the DM has
Wow.
decided that the cake tastes good, so therefore,
Taking a 10
delicious.
on cooking it, it's a cake.
I think we found our chef.
Baking is chemistry. Cooking is artwork.
What is this? One Piece?
Gotta find the grand line.
One Piece in space.
He hid all his treasure at an unnamed black site that we only have half a fucking thing for. Let's go.
We shall call this Some Piece.
Mate, that's just Outlaw Star. That's
That
like
is,
Grand
that's,
Line writing
that's
as well.
literally Outlaw Star.
I say to
Gonna start signing off. Oh god.
I say to Black Silver as well. I mean, we don't have your the setup you had before, but
I could always make something of it.
we'd definitely be happy to have you along as well if you're looking to move around a bit.
I'm sure we could fill the entire bathroom with some water. You could float in it. It'd be brilliant.
That's not how it works.
I'm unsure where you get this idea that I require a water bath. I am not an aquatic organism.
Jesus. Just like with big brain, you lost big humor.
Every time Safi and Black Silver just talk to each other, my character just like gets ready to hear something hilarious.
God.
Oh boy.
Intellectual pursuits have no place for humor.
Yes, too busy speaking like my name is 543, whatever.
But you're such a master at it, Blackstone.
Oh God, incoming Arthur.
If you're going to mock my name, at least say it correctly. I am Blacksilver 7417
Oh my, yes.
3981 to 82.
But we'll call you Isaac.
Beep boop to you two as well, big black silver brain person.
I'm going to wander in with my blanket holding onto it, and I shall cover the brain with my blanket and say, "Shh, it thinks it's night," as I pat it over the head. Go to sleep now.
It's not a
Addy will hold
toddler
out a
or
plate
a
with
bird.
cake to Zerb.
Not a parakeet.
Ooh.
Not bad.
I like plates. I shall take the plate.
Oh my God.
So
It,
tell me,
it has cake on it even.
so tell me
Nice.
Delicious
about
cake.
this ship's capacity. If we're going to be flying this, and I have to understand what guns, what's happening.
I will
Show
bring
me.
up the schematic that I got up earlier, like when we first got the ship, and I will show it to Safi.
Okay, so I believe what I'm saying. The schematic of the ship is in Starfinder, but for basics,
Yeah, but
you can see that it has a basic shields 30. It has light laser cannon mounted on the front batteries and micro missile batteries for port and starboard. Has a decent power core. It has a drift engine, short range sensors, common crew quarters. It's armored and it has a tetranode computer.
That's pretty advanced for
It's-
is there is there anything that I see that is out of the ordinary for this a ship of this size?
A
or
ship,
caliber,
a ship of this, it's a freighter, right? The inside
Yeah.
looks new. The outside looked like crap.
If I could have what's its cost essentially? Is it like crazy expensive? Is it like really?
You're talking in the 70 to 80,000 credits.
Well, you hit a pretty big jackpot with this one. Not bad. It's not bad at all. I could get used to this. Although we don't want to get into anything too big of an engagement, but it's good in general.
It's certainly newer on the inside than it is on the outside. Very effective camouflage.
Jake, what is our complement of micro missiles?
Complement of micro missiles is
Or does that not really get
no, it does. It does get used. You currently have a full complement, but I just need to quickly find out. Let me just quickly see how many is
Because,
in
I mean,
because it's
it
6.
says limited fire 5.
Limited fire weapon can only be fired that many times in an engagement.
Sorry, could you say that again without the garbled?
A limited fire weapon can only be fired that many times in an engagement.
Right.
In an engagement. Oh wow.
Limited fire has a special property that can fire only a listed number of times in a combat encounter before it requires a brief period of time, 10 minutes outside of combat, or 10 minutes in combat, depending how long the combat goes, I suppose, to recharge and rebuild the weapon's ammunition. A weapon, the special property is often a tracking weapon. In this case, it's the missile batteries.
Yeah. So, like, I understand that the like laser cannons, we could just fire them until the cows come home.
Yeah,
but
until you run out of
micro
power.
missile battery, the micro missile battery. I just wanted to know like how many micro missiles we had spare, or if it goes, you can fire it 5 times out, in combat, and then out of combat, we had them back.
Okay, so for ease of insanity, let's just say that that this ship holds a grand total of 25 per battery.
So that's
when you dock at station, it's a negligible cost to get the ammo for it.
upkeep. Okay, fair enough.
It's upkeep of the vessel. So you have five salvos of 5
Okay,
per one, so 50 overall.
Considering how little we can actually fire it in a single combat, that's more than enough. If we get into more than 10 engagements before being able to restock, we're in trouble anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. The ship will be destroyed way before that.
Yeah.
So.
But you have to be docking at a port, dock, station in order to be able. You can't just land on a ship and be like, they're refilled. It doesn't pull missiles out of
There
the
is
air.
also, Jake. There is also the other option, pirating.
Pirating also, there can be after salvaging certain vessels, there will be permitted to have
Yay!
Now at
Ammo
least
being
somebody
part of
speaks
it.
my language. This sounds.
Oh my god, I'm joking. I'm joking. Ding.
But what if we
well,
pirate
could
the
get
pirates?
better loot.
If we pirate the pirates, is that still
All
pirating?
right, Captain Morgan, calm yourself down.
So
Welcome to the Aperture Science pirate rig. If you successfully loot this vessel, there will be cake.
The cake is a lie.
All right. So, anything else to do during the 6-day period?
Nope.
I would like to take a little bit of time to fix my drone for 1 HP that took damage of, and I guess get to work on generic maintenance, considering
All
this
right.
is all. I guess,
General Eric maintenance. It is.
and I'm
I
going
would
to
like
accustom myself to the ship.
I shall take my cake and go to my gunning seat.
And I shall
over the
remain
next
in
6
the
days.
cockpit. I shall remain
Pretty
in the
much.
cockpit for the most part, checking
Okay.
sensors and
I
make
shall
sure that
from
we don't
time
get.
to time come to collect more cake.
Okay.
I'd like to analyze the computers aboard the vessel.
Best you can get is a really hodgepodge AI that is being weighed down by an insane amount of subroutines.
It's like the training
Haven't
wheel
they
protocol
tried
in
to
Iron
kick up
Man.
Some of those subroutines.
Spider-Man.
Attempting to mess with them is kicking up a lot of flack.
Okay, so after like a couple of attempts, and I get like much more kickback than it's worth.
Yeah, way more than it's worth.
Hey, we're out in the middle of nowhere, aren't we?
Currently, you're in drift
Yeah.
space.
But we're in
Would
drift
it
space.
be a good idea to like keep a sort of like a minor scan on to see if we find anything on
The
our way
ship
back?
does have a short-range sensor package that is active.
Okay, cool.
I'm
'cause
in the cockpit watching the
And
sensors as we're flying.
I get what you're saying, but the issue with this is this ship is currently on a pre-programmed course. You do not, you can't, even if you went, oh look,
yeah,
there's an asteroid. That's nice. Wave at it as it goes by, because we're going that way.
Like we could mark its position, but we couldn't change
Yes.
course.
A marking position might be worth doing.
All right,
just
so let me
like-
just do a quick.
I was gonna say the one thing I wanted to
Oh,
do.
okay.
Oh my god!
Carry on, Tesh.
What? Oh damn! Cthulhu is outside as we pass by.
What have you done?
Insanity. Sorry, carry on.
Hi, Cthulhu.
I was just gonna ask. I was actually gonna ask Black Silver, as he's floating around the ship one day.
Bouncing off the wall. Boom, boom, boom.
So, Black Silver, what do you know about Solarians?
They're split up into several different organizations. I wouldn't know much about being a Solarian. Their general loose organizations are, so you have the Order of the Tainted Flame, which I took you for, which is a mercenary organization. And then, what was the other one called again? Sorry?
Ashen, something Ashen.
Yes. You have the Ashen Knights, which are more of a peacekeeping force.
Peacekeeping, but are they a corp? Because peacekeeping doesn't really mean peacekeeping. Generally.
Consider them a self-appointed police force. They are neutral. They do not belong to any of the corporations.
Oh, that sounds a bit better at least. Okay.
More interested in defenses.
Do you know what causes people to become Solarians? Did I have to die?
I would imagine that that's not strictly necessary, but that is an area I do not consider myself an expert in.
do you know if there's anything else I could do with my with my miniature star here?
You seem skilled enough with it already.
Well, it's just I seem to be discovering more things as I go, but I don't know. If you happen to know anything, pointers might be good.
I can certainly add it to my laundry list of research.
Thanks.
I figure you becoming more skilled in what you do will help us out in general.
Yeah, let's hope so. Hopefully I can avoid dying, or almost dying, for a third time.
Indeed. I cannot imagine that death was a pleasant experience.
It was... Well, it was painful for a very short amount of time, but then I think when Addie revived me, I experienced some pain because of her, even when I was not in my physical body, I guess. But between that, it was actually just a bit strange. I think I'm not sure what I really saw, but I think somehow my soul avoided, I guess, passing, if that makes sense. It's a weird one.
The fact that you remember any of this at all has interesting connotations for the mechanisms of memory. It appears that it's not entirely cerebral. This is interesting.
I'm done with cake. I want more cake now.
This was days later.
That's true,
Yeah.
actually. I know what happens after we die. Well, to a certain extent.
You
I
have your
didn't exactly die
experience.
properly. I might not have remembered if I didn't come back, though.
You would not be around to tell us.
Oh, yeah, it's that. Oh man, that's yeah. Now that I think about it a bit more, it's yeah. Not sure my tiny brain can take it.
Speaking of which, I'm going to need fortitude saves from
What?
Iliad and from
Addie?
yes, from Addie. Only
All right.
2 because it's the arse end
Hold
of it's
on.
the arse end of the journey.
Hold on. Do we have like a Couture 2 Kreia type situation going on? Am I force bonded?
No, nothing like that. Oh, good.
Pretty
Both,
sure I failed. I
both
just
low
rolled a
rolls.
3.
That's what I like. So
Jake, you're lagging.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jake, I can't hear you. I got a 13 altogether.
okay,
Robot Dubstep Dungeon Master.
back up.
Jake?
Okay,
could
so
you-
the last 2 nights on the ship, both Addie and Iliad are experiencing the same reoccurring dream just before waking up. And it's of being adrift in what appears to be a coffin or a pod of some description. Like, could be an escape pod, could be a cryopod, could be like some sort of suspended animation pod, could literally be a coffin, like a space coffin, just sending people out into space after they've been killed. But the reoccurring factor is that it seems to be hurtling towards a giant gaping black hole.
My theory is it is a Quagar.
Shut
Interesting.
up, D. It's Vindiluvian at
Does
best.
this? What is the feeling surrounding it? Is it like a feeling of
You
loss? Is it a feeling of
you have more like understanding of this dream.
Yeah,
It's
for me, I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's what the fuck. This is more of like you're not sure. It's not bad. It's scary, but it's not bad. Is the vibe. But the reoccurring factor is every time you have the dream, you're closer to the event horizon.
Do I know who's inside the pod? Like, can we see?
You see only your pod, and you're looking through a faceplate.
Can I see a reflection in the face?
Yes, and it is you. You are in this pod.
Me. Wait, so does Addie see me when she looks at the face plate as well?
No, Addie sees Addie. You see yourself in the pod, but it's the same dream, just different
Oh, I
vibes.
see. Okay.
Do I wake up after the nightmare?
Yeah, it's always the same. It's always at like the end of your sleep cycle, and it's just like
Okay.
a couple of minutes of like hurtling through space, and then waking up in a sweat. So your logical conclusion would be this is just another one of your dreams, and I would say, Iliad, your conclusion would possibly be trauma from being sucked out into space, and your mind trying to processing what happened to you. Not sure. But yeah, there's that.
Addie looks exhausted.
Yeah. So the first night, Iliad would just like wake up and shake it off, sort of thing, thinking it was just, a nightmare. And then the second night, it's like fuck, and just like when he goes to wash his face in the morning, he just like takes a good long look in the mirror to see if he's like losing his shit or looks like shit or anything like that. But
yeah, there's a really angry fixer in your dorm room just telling you to go wash your neck because you look like shit.
oh no, I know what happens next.
Your neck, man.
Just covered in
Jack,
blood, man.
they
Go
killed
wash
Jack.
up.
Wash up. Every time.
Can I see like the look of like just like horror and like he's seen some shit on his face? Like I just like walk
I've
past
seen
him.
some shit.
I mean,
I've seen some shit.
it's more as if the look on anybody's face from this would most likely just be like a bad night's sleep. Like maybe slightly more bags on your eyes than normal.
Did you have nightmares too?
How do you know?
I have bad dreams a lot. But I just take it with as part of the gift that I have been given. I see a lot of things that other people don't see, and people say things
I had this dream
about me,
that
but
I was in a pod going towards a black hole.
all alone deep in space, just hurtling by yourself.
Yeah.
She's just like, she looks at him like so sad, and she's like, me too.
Huh? The same one?
She'll nod, like vehement, like just like nod. She's just like, can't see anything but inky blackness, distant stars, the event horizon, and the reflection of my own face.
But are you reading my mind?
No, but I can be. Should I be? I mean,
I don't know, to tell you the truth.
she'll walk up to him. She'll walk up to him and just like cup his face, just like, and she's like, "It's okay. The universe is a strange and scary place, but we're never really alone, right?"
But is it because... Why am I seeing these visions? Is it because you're here? Or because you revived me? Or just because I'm a Solarian?
Do I have an answer to that question?
No, you do not. Feel free to make one up.
I will believe. I will believe anything.
It's because you did not pay tribute to the Muffin Man, and then just walks away, leaving more questions than answers.
No, she's just like, there are many things, many questions I have myself that have gone unanswered. I just chalk it up to my place in the universe. We're part of something big, Iliad. Something big is coming. We're important. I can feel it. And I think that this is just the next step.
I believe you, but doesn't it bug you that you don't know exactly what it is?
A little, but I don't expect to know everything all at once. Sometimes there are just things that I'm not ready to know yet, and I will learn them when I am supposed to learn them.
I'm literally the opposite of that. I don't think I have the patience.
She'll laugh, like actually like audibly laugh at that. And she was like, I used to be like that too.
Maybe I need to be a bit more like Black Silver.
She'll giggle more. She's just like, do you ever want to just touch his big brain? Sometimes I do, but what if it's slimy?
Oh no, I don't want to touch it. Just
I want to poke it and see if it springs back.
he seems like has an endless patience.
This conversation is interrupted by a loud chime. Ace's voice comes over the console and just says, "Could I get all conscious crew to the cockpit?"
I would have been in the cockpit when this is. When
Yes,
that
which is
chime's
that's why I'm about to go back to you.
Okay.
So that rings out to anybody who happens to be awake and wants to be involved. Pete.
Oh,
I'll head
yeah,
to
sure,
cockpit.
definitely.
Yep.
Wend merry way
Addie
over.
will
Immediately turn
skip
and run.
into the cockpit.
Was it like alarms or was it?
No, this was more of like a do you know
Like a
the
woo!
yeah the changing of the watch whistle from like naval vessels from Napoleonic era, that kind
Like,
of
it's a courtesy.
that kind of double whistle type thing.
What,
And
what did you summon us for, great
hang on,
Overlord
nothing
AI?
is happening yet
What?
because we're going back.
That's something
We're going back
like-
to Pete. So Pete, you are dozing. They're very nice. It's not what I meant, but it'll do.
It's the closest I have.
Pete is currently, or Pete, your character was pretty much dozing off in the cockpit when a massive burst of static slammed out through the machine in front of you.
Start checking.
The short-range scanners are currently cycling through open channels. That's their spin, and this is all based off that ridiculous roll.
Yep.
So it's cycling through open channels. You know, this is how it normally checks, like radio waves, all this kind of stuff coming through. If anything is coming through, this ship happened to be going through this exact area of the drift.
Yep.
And cycled onto a distress beacon.
Oh,
have we been
shit.
pulled out of drift space?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, shit's hitting.
Okay. I'm just going to like ask Ace, like, what's going on?
Ace appears just says, "I don't know. I'm
Diagnostic,
receiving
why are we out of drift space?
something pulled us through. Seems to be a distress beacon."
How
I'm
come
gonna
distress
go look
beacon
at. I'm
pull
gonna
us-
go look at short range scans.
Short range scanner pulling up nothing. He says this thing is far.
Would you get everyone into the cockpit, please?
You got it.
I'm.
And then everything comes through the tannoy, and everybody will be there in a couple of moments.
So my friend's about to get here, and I have some stuff that I have to clean up. So I hate to be that guy, but I gotta go.
All right, you good to just
We
sit?
can actually end it here.
We can end it right here on a cliffhanger if you want.
I'm down.
Ah.
So down for the cliffhanger.
That's a good
Oh
cliffhanger.
god damn it.
That's a very good cliffhanger.
Sounds good.
Oh.
We'll be about for next session.
Yes.
At least we'll be level 2 to sort this out now.
Level 2 to fix this.
And then we can grab Space Jesus from the coffin.
All right, I'm gonna I have to jump off now.
Alrighty.
But I will poke you all to help me with leveling later. I love you and have a good night.
All right, tatty bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Right, back into the game. I'm kidding.
Terrible,
Yeah,
terrible,
okay.
terrible. Well, that was that. Our next session will be up in about 2 weeks. Hit that like and subscribe for more jank content to come, and we'll have some stuff in the middle to fill in the gaps.